This is it. The final battle for New Zealand basketball supremacy. The Wellington Saints, 12-time champions, a legacy etched in silver and sweat.
Knocking that down, Sean Bruce.
The Southland Sharks, relentless, hungry and ready to strike.
Sam Timmins on the baseline.
History meets hunger.
We appreciate all our fans. We love them when they come out, and we love it that they pick out TSB. One more to go.
Dynasty meets defiance.
We're going to get one, man. Welcome to the Shark Tank.
One game, one trophy, one champion. The grand final. Wellington Saints, Southland Sharks. This is where legends are made.
History, rivalry, redemption. The Southland Sharks and the Wellington Saints meet for the fourth time on the biggest stage. The Sharks have claimed 2 of the last 3, including that unforgettable 2018 triumph. But the Saints, New Zealand's most decorated franchise, are hungry to restore their dominance. Basinski and Timmins battle in the paint. Harris and Alec Lockhorn's pride is on the line. Legacy is at stake. Who will rise? Who will fall? The moment is now. This is the grand final. Tēnā koutou katoa I te whānau nau mai, haere mai ki te whanganui ātara. Welcome into TSB Arena for the NZNBL Grand Final. It has been a long season, an enjoyable season, but we are here now. I'm Taylor Johnson, joining me, Casey Frank, 4-time NZNBL winner, 2-time MVP, a very humble man at that as well. What are you expecting from today's game?
Well, I just always love getting here on championship day and seeing the guys, seeing the mindsets, seeing who's ready, and I'll tell you what, everybody is ready in this one. We've got some very focused players, some focused administrators. Both teams are coming in with one goal, and it's to walk away with the trophy today.
I tell you what, the DJ has been fire this whole afternoon. I've been dancing around. Now the Saints, they have made 20 grand final appearances, winning 12. The Sharks only 4, but they've won 3 of those. They've got a better strike rate. How do you see it playing out today? Is experience going to trump?
Well, when you look at these teams, not a ton of championship experience on either one. The Sharks only have a couple of holdovers from that 2018 title, and they're both on the coaching staff. The Saints, I think some of the key players have won, but not the entirety of the group. So I think both these franchises are really coming in, and they might be leaning on the experience of their franchises, but not so much experience for the players themselves.
Look, these 2 teams have already met twice this year, and the Saints got the better of the Sharks twice. What do you make of that?
Well, you take those 2 games and chuck them out the window because it means absolutely nothing.
Finals basketball, baby.
No Sam Timmins for the Sharks back then, no Braden Inger. Shea Ely played in one of those games. Vastly different squads met each other early in the season. And yes, the Saints dominated completely, but this Sharks team, that's about the time they woke up, was the last time this Saints team kicked them in the behind.
And it's not just us 2 that are bringing you this fantastic final. We also have Andrew Mulligan and Nick Bewley bringing down the height average, but they're bringing some good banter, and they've got Nick Basinski, the #1 shot blocker in the league, with them now.
Well, Nick, that's what it's all about. It's why you came here, to win a championship, and the dream is there. You see those banners behind us hanging in the rafters. What does it mean to play a game like this in your career?
Yeah, I mean, it's been our expectation the whole year to be in this position. Obviously, we got one more game to finish it out, but, we all came here to Wellington to play for the Saints, to be in a game like this. It's the highest stage of competition, and we're ready for the moment.
Nick, how excited are you personally about the individual matchup this afternoon with Sam Timmins, and secondary to that, how critical is the battle on the boards?
Yeah, it's a 5-man matchup. I think we take, that's always our approach. 5-man, everything, offense, defense, you name it. But obviously, he's a great player. We got a lot of respect for what him and Alec do down low. Definitely, if we want to come out with a victory tonight, we gotta control the boards for sure.
What's the key to winning? You played in Germany, you played in Poland, you played in the G League. Have you had a game like this in your professional career?
Professionally, no, I haven't. But, I got total faith in our guys, and they got total faith in me to get it done. Like I said earlier, it's a 5-man effort at all times. And we just got total belief that what we've been doing since March has prepared us for this moment. And now we just got to go meet it, and we're prepared to execute. So.
And Nick, just lastly, to appreciate your time, how critical is the opening jump, getting that first punch in? We saw how well the Sharks started last week against the Rams.
For sure. I mean, you never want to get out to a slow start, but at the same time, we understand it's a 40-minute game. And whether we're up 15-20 or we're down 15 or 20, if you're even in the fourth quarter, the game's never over till the final whistle blows. So we just got to really approach it by possession mentality. and understand that it's going to take us 40 whole minutes of winning each and every possession to get a championship.
Excellent, Nick Basinski. Good luck in the final. Thank you for your time.
Thanks,
Shooting 65% of depth off either shoulder with either hand. That's Nick Basinski, Casey Frank, and Taylor Johnson.
Thank you, Miles. Can't wait to see him go to work in the paint. That is going to be a great battle. But what was a great battle was the Rams and Sharks semi-final. The Sharks knocked off the back-to-back champions, and it was one heck of a game. And you got to put it down to that dominant start, leading 28-14 after the first quarter, and they did not look back.
Well, the impressive thing was the Rams came out and swung hard, but the Sharks took that punch and kept on going. No effect on this Shark squad. They said, is that all you have? Well, we're better, we're faster, and we're relentless. They kept coming and coming. The efficiency was next level. The togetherness was next level. And every time the Rams thought they had a little bit something going on, the Sharks said, no, you don't. We're the better team, and they proved it for a full 40 minutes. And the plan for them is to come and do it once again.
Well, I know we speak about Alec and Byrne and Asbury a bit, but I really like Takaha Cooper. 16 points, no turnovers after a scoreless outing in the last game. I thought he was fantastic, but someone else who was fantastic is joining us shortly in Asbury. But here are the stats from that semi-final. Talk us through them, Casey.
Well, I look at the rebounds first and foremost. A physically dominant team that came out and said, we're bigger, we're stronger, you can't play with us. Secondly, was that efficiency. Look at that, 54% from deep and 50% from the field. You look over at the efficiency for the the Rams, cut them down completely in size. The only question point is those steals. 14 turnovers created by the Rams. That's the one area the Sharks need to look out for. They have to take better care of the basketball against this Saints squad.
Asbury is joining us now. 19 points, 9 assists, 75% from the field in the semi-final. Look, the Sharks, they're on an upward trajectory. You guys are finding your straps at the right end of the season. Why do you guys gel so well on court? What is it? Is it the off-court stuff?
Yeah, I feel like off the court we're all brothers. Like, we're all close. We do stuff together not every day. So, yeah. I mean, it makes us closer pretty much.
You know, as a squad early in the season, some people might have written off the Sharks and not said that they were going to be here at the end. But yeah, you guys have obviously used that as a chip on your shoulder, using it as fuel to the fire, but you're here in the title game. What's it now? Proving something to somebody else, or proving the championship blood is flowing in those veins?
It's really just not even proving y'all, like proving ourselves that we can do it, you know? I feel like at the end of the year, everyone was shaky, even us. We were shaky. Like, we didn't know what this would be. And I feel like once we got our full team and everyone started, you know, to come closer, I feel like everything just went how it is now.
How did you preview the Saints? I mean, they're a good side as well. Where do you need to shut them down to get the win tonight?
Beyond the arc. You know, they shoot the three very well, especially at home. So, you know, like trying to run them off the line and make them shoot tougher twos.
Thank you so much for joining us. All the best for the game.
Thank you.
Let's now go back to Andrew Mulligan and Nick Bewley to talk us through the Saints and their semi-final.
Yeah, that semi-final was really an amazing effort considering how grindy the Tauranga Five could have been, Nick Bewley, and they did a really good job statistically.
They certainly did, and they started that right from the outset, didn't they? The three ball was flowing early on, as we see Jordan Ngatai get cooking early at 13 points in that first half. The Fires, we know, have had their offensive issues all season long, and that continued in the semi-final. Mojave King is 1 of 4 in the first half, 13 points on 3 of 8 shooting. But it was just a collective effort, wasn't it? 5 guys for the Saints in double digits scoring. Hiram Harris, super efficient, just the 1 miss. But potentially the scary thought for the Sharks Smells is Isaiah Le'afa didn't get his shot going. This is the John McDonald Cup winner, the New Zealand's premier guard, just 1 for 10, but still had the team high plus minus, got it done in other ways, 8 assists. And we all know how deadly he can be from downtown, so if he gets going, as do everyone else, it's a scary prospect for the Sharks.
48 points in the paint as well. They won the rebound battle. 28 assists, 75% assist rate in that semi-final win over the Tauranga Five. And I just want to let you two know at the other end that Nick Bewley organised the Batu Carter sound machine today, so he could talk over the top of some absolutely rockin' Brazilian music.
I can't even hear you. Did you just throw it back to me? Because I am loving this. I just want to have a dance. Basketball is for everything, as we can see, like right there on court, but it is so a family sport, including one for the Scott family. Nate Scott, it is his 11th birthday. He is a super fan, and there's a really special story as to why he celebrates the Saints. Let's take a watch.
I'm Nate and I'm from New Zealand and I support the Wellington Saints. Today's my birthday and the Saints are playing in the final, so it's a really exciting day for me. I've been making some signs and we've just been manifesting that win. 3 years ago, my granddad passed away. Me and my mum were just looking for some joy, so my mum asked me if I wanted to go watch a Saints game, and I said yes, and ever since I stepped in that arena, the atmosphere was just so great. I just knew it was my sport.
We just felt like we needed to start to live again, and we needed to start to find a bit of laughter and a bit of joy. He always made us laugh so much, and we just really missed that, and we needed to get some joy back. When we went to this game and we just found we were cheering and dancing, and it just brought so much of that back to us, and it was what we needed, and it really filled an empty spot.
I think it's going to be a difficult game because they've got the MVP on their team, but the Saints are a really good team and I think we're going to end up winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Wellington, Batucada.
No mai hoki ma, welcome back to Sky's coverage of the 2025 NZNBL Grand Final. The countdown to tip-off continues, and now it's time to turn our attention to the top-seeded Wellington Saints. With the league's best defence, 6 players averaging double figures and an 8-game win streak, they've been the benchmark all season. Now it is time for them to take the court in front of their loyal fans.
Grand final, let's go big.
There are a couple of stand-up performers in that semi-final win for the Saints. We were here, but there's 2 people we need to highlight. First, Hiram Harris, the Defensive Player of the Year. That guy is something special. I mean, the way he plays, the energy he brings, 20 points in that semi-final. That was massive.
Well, a big step up for him offensively in that game. That's the type of play he is capable of when he focuses on it, but he's just as important as the Energizer Bunny, the battery for this Saints team. He does a little bit of everything, and he does it all so well. If he could shoot the ball anywhere close to what he did in that semifinal, where it was something close to 90%, I don't know, you tell me later, Taylor, that really lifts this Saints offense, but he means so much more than just that. He can affect the game in so many different ways, and he will have to today for the Saints to win a title.
87% from the field, 100% from behind the arc, but you reckon he can't do that again today? I think he'll do an Asbury and take that personally. Let's have a watch if he is able to do that. The other player, though, Jordan Ngatai, he got off to a flying start, 11 points in the first, 16 overall, but he's so cool, calm and collected. He's experienced, and I think he is going to be the level head that the Saints need today.
Yeah, he's got multiple championships won with the Saints team, and what I like about his game this season is he let the offense come to him. He wasn't super aggressive when he first joined the team. He found his place in it, and as the season goes along, he's basically become one of their top offensive threats in the half court. If he can get off early, it is going to set the stage for this Saints team to have a really blowout offensive performance.
Recently named All Black captain as well, so he has got plenty to play for. He's buoyed by lots of enthusiasm. But I want to preview the Sharks team, and Andrew Mulligan and Nick Bewley, who have you got for us?
Well, it starts with the MVP of the league, the most outstanding forward, the rebounding champ, All-Star 5 selection naturally, Josiah Alec. He is the Energizer Bunny of the Southland Sharks team. He has been in this gym, Nick Bewley, since 11:35 on the floor warming up.
Yeah, so impressive, isn't it? Those are the things you don't see as part of the broadcast, how early he's putting the work in. 29 rebounds across the 2 finals appearances against the Tuatara and the Rams. 21 points, 15 rebounds in this win at Cal Stadium. And just to put the cherry on top of the Southland Sharks cake, 3 from 4 from downtown. He is highly athletic, dynamic. His energy is infectious. And again, Miles, I think he's going to have a big say on this ball game.
Yeah, those 3 threes, also the most he's scored in a game this season as well. That is a dangerous thing if Josiah Alec is knocking down the long ball. The other guy who gets them going, you've already spoken to him, Caleb Asprey. He is a guy who is the head of the snake for the Southland Sharks team, and it's always a good sign when an import comes back to a Sal's NBL team. Second season for Caleb at the Sharks.
Well, we know he's taken this personally, hasn't he? He's let the Sky team know. But he's on an absolute heater at the moment. Again, so efficient through the finals. 25 of 30 shooting. Backed up that 35 piece against the Tuatara with a 19 points and 9 assists game against the Rams. Probably the one issue, though, if there is an issue in Caleb Asprey's game, is his decision-making and that turnover count. 12 turnovers in the last 2 games. So needs to pick his moments wisely against such a smart Saints defense.
Yeah, and as we know, Casey, Frank, you've been in these moments. It is a possession game, and they have to limit those turnovers, the Sharks.
Absolutely, they do. Andrew Mulligan, thank you so much. Well, we wouldn't have a game if it wasn't for our referees. We're very grateful they come and has joined us, back-to-back referee of the year. Congratulations. But we do have to ask, how do you prepare for such big moments, for such big games? It's a big moment for the players, but equally for you as well.
We prepare much in the same way that the teams do. So we review thoroughly our semi-final performances.
Yep.
We look at the tape. We reflect on what went well and what we want to carry forward and where we need to improve.
Yep.
And then the focus shifts to the two teams behind us and understanding both team tendencies and player tendencies and what we need to focus on out there. So a lot of homework, a lot of videotape.
Well, speaking of tendencies, these are two extremely physical teams. They're going to come out and they're going to try and put the front foot forward and establish themselves there. How does the officiating crew come together and officiate that early? Are you going to call it tight to the rules, or do you let the players sort of decide what's happening?
A bit of both, ultimately. We do emphasise trying to control the game or set a standard, really, is what we want to do the first 5 minutes. Ultimately, we go off what the players give us. We want to call the obvious illegal actions that impact speed, balance, rhythm and quickness, so that's what we're looking for. The semi-finals were physical. The final's going to be no different. So it's always striking a balance. It's about striking a balance.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'll let you go and continue your warm-ups.
Alrighty, thank you guys.
Don't let the calm before tip-off fool you. Beneath the surface lies a rivalry forged in fire. The Southland Sharks and the Wellington Saints have clashed 3 times on the stage, each battle etched into NBL history. Tonight marks Chapter 4, 2 proud franchises, 1 ultimate prize. Before the ball is tipped, let's take you inside the legacy, the heartbreak, and the fire that fuels this grand final rivalry.
I think it's always good, or you always feel some type of gratification when you're able to prove people wrong. We knew that we were going to turn it around and we were going to be able to compete at a high level with some of the better teams in the league.
Some people thought that we were going to get the wooden spoon, but yeah, I guess we just had to stick to Coach Jim's plan, trust that, you know, once we added the final pieces and the group started to find their own continuity, that we were going to make a push in the second half of the season, and that's what happened.
They beat us 90 days ago, and we are a completely different team.
One of those unique situations where we haven't played a team for so long, and the Sharks have done a great job of finishing up the season. So, you know, they've taken our full attention this week, and we know that we've got to be at the top of our game.
The strengths of the Saints. They're a great team. I feel like if anybody matches up with us, it's them.
A lot of guys that can create their own shot. You know, if everything breaks down, they can still go get a bucket. A lot of weapons, and it's going to be tough to guard them. They play a really fast brand of basketball.
The Sharks? Yeah. I mean, they're all capable shooters. They like to get out and play fast. They move the ball well.
It's not hard to scout a team like that, but a lot of their stuff comes off the back of effort plays, offensive rebounds, hustles, second chance points. So that's how I feel they play too. It's hard, and they get after it, and they play like they have nothing to lose. So yeah, we're excited for that matchup.
I guess it's fun to see it all at the end now. The 2 best teams playing for some gold, you know?
Our biggest strength, to me, like our superpower is our unity. I've always said that about our group. We're just very connected, and we're very much a group that plays very together.
We pride ourselves on just effort, hustle plays, making the right play for the team, and kind of getting the most out of what we got.
Similar, we got some great shooting on the outside. We got 2 great bigs that do everything, hold it down on the defensive end for us.
I think it's our connection, our complete buy-in to who we are as a team, and you know, we understand each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we don't shy away from the moment.
Today is a big day, and one that it feels like Christmas almost, but it's also like we just have to take it one moment at a time, not get too far ahead of ourselves, and just play our game. Be tough, stick to what works for us.
Long game, 40-minute game, so we just got to trust the process. Like, there's going to be ups and downs. They're going to have their runs. We just really need to kind of do it as a team and trust what we're doing.
You know, both teams have strengths and weaknesses, and that's going to lead to times when we have momentum, times when they have momentum. And I think the team that comes out on top will be the one that can come together the best and nip that bad momentum in the butt. And I think we've had a great back half of the season of doing that. So I think we're going to be in a really good position to get the game.
But we know that it's going to be a battle the entire game, and we're going to have to earn everything just as well as we're going to try to make them earn everything that they get.
Let's jump straight into those starting 5. Sam Timmins, Josiah Alec, Caleb Asbury, Tukaha Cooper, and Keelan Boone for the Sharks. And the Wellington Saints, Jordan Ngatai, Isaiah Leafa, Nick Marshall, Hiram Harris, and Nick Mazinski. 10 incredible players about to take the basketball court, that's for sure. Now let's go back to Nick Bewley and Andrew Mulligan for their final thoughts on the game. How do you guys see it playing out?
Now, I'm a child of the 04. I grew up here. I grew up in the hills in Karori. It would be very, very wrong of me to go against my hometown team. My dad called Saints games for the radio back in the 80s. I grew up at the show buildings watching Kenny McFadden. I'm going Saints. It's pretty straightforward for me, but the Sharks team is really good, Nick Bewley.
Oh, they certainly are. And as Casey Frank reminds me all the time, I'm basically a Canterbury Rams homer. So I'm here to represent Te Waipo Namu. I smell a bit of blood in the water. Fins up. Sharks to win it.
Who you got, guys?
Casey, I can guess who you have.
I got a little bit of Saints blood in me. I certainly wouldn't mind seeing the Sharks winning, but I'm going to go with my preseason pick. I picked the Saints. I'm sticking with it. I'm hoping I'm right.
My brain says the Saints, but my heart says the Sharks. I used to live down there, so I'm going for the Southland Sharks. Still so much more to come as we count down to tip off in the 2025 NZNBL Grand Final. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we bring it all home with final thoughts, key matchups, and the last word before the action begins. The stage is set, and it is almost time. mai hokema, welcome back to the 2025 NZNBL Grand Final coverage and a big welcome into all our international viewers. The energy inside TSB Arena is electric. The stands are packed, the fans are on their feet, and you can feel the tension in the air. Every cheer, every chant, it's all building towards one epic showdown, and we're not too far away from tip-off. Casey, Frank, I mentioned the energy and the crowd. It is phenomenal. I tell you what, it looks like the Sharks are flowing their own plane here. There are so many supporters here too.
I'm a little bit biased, and I'm glad to see the Sharks here, but nobody puts on a better show than the Saints. It's packed out. They are looking for Title 13, and they are ready to see the show. The Sharks fans are all over the stadium. They're going to bring the energy as well. It is going to be a fun one tonight. We're going to see the entertainment.
How much does the fans play into how you play on the court?
Well, a little bit of both. I mean, when you're on your home court, there are certain players that get pumped up by that emotion. They get that energy and they feed off the crowd. But there's other players that like to shut that crowd up, be on the road, and like nothing more than to hit the big shots and to see it get silent. And I think we've got those on both teams. I think there's some Sharks players out there who revel in the fact that they can get this crowd quiet tonight.
The Sharks haven't won here since 2018, but that 2018 final was some kind of final. It was so close, won by 2 points.
It certainly was. It goes back. There's a lot of water under the bridge between these two teams. Of course, they played against each other, won a lot of titles. And not to mention, of course, Kevin Braswell, what he's meant to these two clubs. I don't know if we're going to get a replay of that, but looking at these two teams, they're so evenly matched. I don't know which way it's going to go. I think it's going to be tight.
The Good Health Poll brought to you by Virolex. The trusted Virolex range is here to support the whole family through winter. Available at Chemist Warehouse. Scan that QR code. Tell us who you think is going to win. My goodness, Casey Frank, 69% of people. I even had a voice crack because that shocked me that much. 69%.
The South Island has come correct.
Wow.
Sharks fans are in the house. They're saying it's the Shark Tank tonight. I think it might be a little closer than that, though.
This is the starting five to go into battle one last time this year. Asbury, Cooper from up north, Alec, Boone and Timmins. Who needs to stand up tonight?
Well, everybody for both teams, but I think specifically Alec and Timmins, they need to control the glass, while Boone and Asbury have to find their form offensively, and everybody needs to take care of the ball.
Let's take a look at the starting five for the Wellington Saints. But before we do that, we're going to talk to Jonathan Yim. He has gone into this Sharks setup and has turned it right around. Now they're in the grand final. This is his first year. Let's hear what he had to say.
Coach, coming in today's game, prepping for a Saints team that's been on a bit of a winning streak. When you look at them, what's most important for the Sharks to limit today to give yourselves the best chance of lifting up the title?
Yeah, for us, I think we want to limit their three-pointers. They do a really good job of driving into the paint, collapsing the defense, and then finding their shooters on the perimeter. I mean, I think 95% of their three-pointers that they've made this season have been on catch-and-shoot threes, so we really want to take that away. The other thing is just the energy plays. Harris, Mazinski, they're really good on the boards. We want to kind of hold them to one shot.
Good on the boards is something the Sharks are certainly pretty good at as well. An even longer winning streak for the Sharks coming in. What do the Sharks want to continue doing to find great success, especially on the offensive end, and get that title today?
I think for us is just, again, getting stops and then getting out in transition, attacking them before their defense is set, just kind of getting them moving side to side, having to guard multiple actions. I think that's when they kind of have some issues with other teams. So hopefully, we'll be able to put them in those situations.
Man, that guy is living and breathing the Sharks. That's why he has a fin on top of his head. I'm loving the hairstyle. The Wellington Saints, the hometown heroes, Leafa and Ngatai in the starting five with Marshall, Harris and Mazinski, an incredibly talented starting five.
Yeah, they're very tough. Harris and Mazinski very close to the Sharks. They got to control the glass. I'm looking for Isaiah Leafa to have a more efficient performance today for the Saints to get the dub.
We heard from Jonathan Yim, so we have to hear from Aaron Young. This is grand final number 4, but 3 times the bridesmaid. Can he get the win tonight? Let's hear from him.
Coach, coming into today's game, you've been preparing for the Sharks team. When you look at the Southland Sharks, what is most important for the Saints to limit to walk away with today's win?
I think winning the possession battle is huge. They're going to generate, extra possessions through their offensive rebounding, their crashing. And I think for us, it's just locating, hitting, understanding, meeting that physicality. They're going to come up with extra possessions, but it's just kind of staying with it and, not overreacting to a couple of big plays that they make, get in and go and just kind of understand their game flow from there.
Saints, one heck of a winning streak, 8 games coming into this one. Now, what do you want to continue doing in this one offensively to find success against this Sharks team that's been solid in defense, especially down the stretch?
Yeah, I think for us, like if we can really be disciplined with our spacing, limit those possessions where we get a little bit stagnant and stuck, and just let the ball move. I think when we get to those opportunities where everyone knows where they're supposed to be, we have a very unselfish group. So it's simple for us when that ball's humming and that thing's moving around the horn. So we just got to generate as many of those possessions as we can.
It is so quiet. You can hear a pin drop here at TSB Arena. It is now time for the national anthems.
Wellington makes some noise for Wellington's own Louis Baker.
Oh, we are just moments away. It is heating up here at TSB Arena. Casey Frank, you love a stat. You talk nothing but NZNBL for a few months of the year. Talk us through these Chemist Warehouse stats.
2 incredibly efficient offensive teams coming down the stretch. Of course, the 2 longest winning streaks in the league coming into the finals, and they're still going. You see the defensive effort of the Saints. They can do a better job of grinding things down, especially in the half court. The Sharks have to take care of the ball to get to their highest level. Look at those efficiency percentages. Not much difference in the 2s. The Sharks, the best 3-point shooting team in the competition all season long, and that has gotten better down the stretch. They both really create opportunities for each other, but that last stat, the rebounds. If a team dominates that stat, they are going to come away with the win. It is all about that physical game.
There is the league MVP, Josiah Alec. He has come here and he has taken this competition by storm. I mean his stats, 19 points per game. He averages a double-double, this guy.
He averages a double-double, but it's more than the stats. It's the energy, it's the emotion, it's his leadership. This is a man who has done a great job of implementing his psyche on this team, and they're better for it.
And then his exact equivalent, you have to say, on the other team is Hiram Harris. When it comes to bringing the energy, bringing the source, both of them do just that. Again, someone else who averages a double-double, Hiram Harris. I love watching him play.
Alec and Harris are kinetic. They never stop moving, and they're both the heartbeats for their team. Hiram Harris doesn't have as big an offensive load to carry, but he can carry it fast, but he's going to have to stay out of foul trouble and defend Alec, a bigger, stronger player, one-on-one in the post. There you see it, the stats together, 5 points a game more for Alec. Efficiencies much different. Harris a little bit more often from outside, but Alec 4 out of 5 in the playoffs. Rebounding similar. Harris more of a facilitator.
The wait is over, the lights are on, the stage is set. 2 proud franchises, 1 final battle. The Southland Sharks, the Wellington Saints. History hangs in the balance, and only one will rise. The crowd is ready, the players are locked in. Every possession will matter. Every moment could define a legacy. This is the night they've all been waiting for. This is more than a game. This is the 2025 NZNBL Grand Final. Tip-off is next with Andrew Mulligan.
Kia ora te whānau, welcome along to TSB Arena. It is loud inside here. It is the crown jewel alongside Toihi Basketball Aotearoa. And the New Zealand Basketball crown and Casey Frank, this is a game that has two deserved finalists. The hottest teams in the league right now, the Saints on an 8-game winning streak, hosting a 9-game winning streak, Southland Sharks. And while it looks one-sided in the last 5 meetings, that counts for nothing.
It really does not mean anything in this game. It's all about these players. It's all about this moment. They've lined it up all season long. Now the two hottest teams in the competition meeting in the final. They both have the belief, they have the skill, they have the will. Now let's see who gets the thrill of holding up the trophy.
Have a great game, guys.
Timmins and Mazinski to jump us.
1, 3, 1, 2.
Underway, and it'll be Caleb Asprey and the Southland Sharks. First possession of the game, matched up with Liafa.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Liafa and his defensive intensity. He has circled this lineup. He understands that what he does in this matchup has a lot to do with the win.
Already gambled on one pass there to Kyle Cooper. Again, they get him going early.
This is exactly what they did against the Rams after an 0 for night in the play-in final, the elimination final. He stepped up big, and they go right to him early again.
Will they go to Jordan Nartai, and already a first foul reaching. Jordan Nartai, 11 first quarter points against the 5 in semi-final number 2.
And I always love to see when that first whistle comes. In a championship game, you go out and basically you walk around with a billy club. You wait to see what the referees are going to call. Now you see it's going to be reasonably tight early.
Liafa picks up his dribble, gets it back from Mazinski, and then fires it out of bounds.
Jordan Nartai lifts out of the corner just a bit because he saw Boone sneaking in. If he would have stayed corner, that's where the pass was going. But unfortunately, Liafa did not see that lift. First turnover of the game on the first possession.
Timmins up high. Looking at Cooper. Driving on the baseline. Nice effort from Nartai to keep its ground.
Well, he had the blow-by, should have gone up on the strong side. Instead, Liafa was able to come in with his physicality.
Hiram Harris looking to turn into Alec. Tried to make the foul, didn't get the call.
Well, it's going to be such a matchup between those two. They never stop. The size and strength of them, very similar. But who's going to get in the battle of wills?
Josiah Alec, most outstanding forward, league MVP, All-Star 5, rebounding champ. He's been working on that shot all season long.
Great job by Timmins sitting there, and he sets a screen, creating an easier opportunity for the finish.
There's the pace of Harris. Good defense from Alec, but he gets his own rebound. Mazinski with the 15-footer.
Oh, Harris and Alec are going at it. Harris is bumping him away from the basketball. What a matchup there. I love the way Mazinski's always in the right spot for the finish.
Asprey with the pull-up 3, can't get the roll. Harris goes down. Alec tries to split 2 rebounders, and it came off the Saints' hand and will be Sharks ball.
Oh, Harris and Alec, they are ready for it. Oh, I love it. Alec got a little bump early from Hiram Harris, but look at him come in and just smashes him into the ground. He is not going to slow down on the glass, and you have to be ready for the physicality.
Boone knocks down a big one.
Well, how about the Sharks finding their form early? The Saints are going to have to extend that defense just a bit.
No one hit more threes in the season. Turnover. Mazinski had it poked away. Here's Alec down the middle of the floor. Into the chest of Nartai. Another bucket, Josiah Alec. And it's called a travel. It's a turnover.
The crowd, they heard the crowd, and they cheer it. They're excited about that one. I really like Alex. Once again, the physicality, the emotion, straight at Jordan Nartai. Let's see the feet. Yeah, it just takes that extra set. It's a physical game. Both teams are going to be putting on the line defensively.
Looking for the handoff to Nartai, up high to Isaiah Liafa. Born and bred. Wellington O. Mazinski, they call him Moose. Marshall, the Aussie, strikes the 3.
And Tukaha Cooper worried about Isaiah Liafa on the ball. You cannot lose sight of Nick Marshall. He might be the most explosive scorer we have in the game right now.
Turnover, stripped by Nartai. Crossing up on Asprey with the finish. And just like that, the Saints are within 1.
Turnover's a big issue for the Sharks all season long, and that ability to go from offense to defense quickly, a key in the Saints' offensive plans.
Asprey to Alec, kicks it out. Cooper wide open 3. Bangs down another, Tukaha Cooper.
The pride of the North, baby, come out strong. 2 looks, 2 drops. Great start for Cooper.
Marshall. Now that's a nice move from Nick Marshall. into the chest of Tukaha Cooper. Nick Marshall, he will go to the cup. He is just not a silky three-point shooter. We saw that against the Fi. He will go through all sorts of contact to get to the rim.
I really like his energy on both ends. If we take another look at Tukaha Cooper, left all alone, his second one of the game. The second foul as well for Tukaha Cooper. He's subbed out, Braden Inger in now.
There is Marshall pulling the trigger on the three. Asbury. Given room, they go under. Back of the iron, Alec with the rebound, gives it back to Caleb Asbury. He can't get the roll. Goes to Inger. Braden Inger. Good mid-season from a season in the UK. Josiah Alec hit three in the semi-final. Strikes his first of the game.
He is 5 for 6 from the three-point line in the playoffs. He has barely missed. He is locked in from deep.
Mazinski, given room by Timmins. Liafa. Didn't hit one in the semi-final, was 0 for 5 from deep.
1 for 10 from the field overall, but he's going to keep his aggressiveness up, and he's a key to get going.
Boom, to the cup, can't get the roll, but he gets his own rebound. Offensive rebound swatted away by the league's leading shot blocker, Nick Mazinski.
But great signs for the Sharks on the glass, already dominating the O boards.
Marshall tried to put the move on, lost the handle. Asbury with it. Up ahead to Boone. Boone, trans three. Timmins, offensive ball the size of Timmins. Misses a relatively easy one. Hiram Harris goes down again, not for the last time in the game. Mazinski, and one, Nick Mazinski.
Well, excellent recognition by Isaiah Liafa. He comes up, he could have forced that shot, but he set up the defense to give it off to Mazinski late. Alec tries to challenge with the arm straight up, but he leaves his cylinder. The physicality hits Mazinski. He takes the hoop, the harm, and a chance for three. The old-fashioned way.
It's not just a possession game, Casey. It's how you defend those shots. The Saints are the best at defending the three-point line, but at the moment, the Southland Sharks are 4 for 7.
And I think that's probably in the game plan of the Saints, to see how they're shooting out there before they really commit, because you can see already how much trouble the Sharks are causing on the old glass. They have 5 offensive rebounds on 8 misses here in the first quarter. The Saints are going to have to come off that three-point line so they can get more rebounds on defensively.
They're the best three-point shooting team in the league. They have turned their season around on a 9-game win streak as Asbury pulled it back. And again, it's tipped around. Alec in the thick of it.
They're daring Caleb Asbury to shoot that shot. They're going under those screens. They're going to give that to him until he starts hitting it.
Sean Bruce in the game. Isaiah Liafa wide open, misses another. Sean Bruce lost to the Southland Sharks in 2018 as a Wellington Saints player. Who would have thought 7 years later he'll be back again at it. Anger, pull up. And again, it's another Southland Shark effort play, but it falls to the Saints. Here's Bruce, the Australian vet, 35-year-old. Going at Inger. Right-hand finish, gets the roll off the bench.
Well, the Saints aren't settling for jump shots early. They are attacking in transition and into half court. They are trying to get on the front foot. Conversely, the Sharks, they're taking what the Saints are giving them, mostly jump shots here in the first quarter.
What a privilege it is to bring Sean Bruce off the bench. 16 and a half, and there is Keelan Boone knocking down the 5th three of the game for the Sharks.
5 out of 9 attempts. The Saints have to get out there on Keelan Boone in particular.
Bruce. Nartai fires it to Liafa with 8 on the shot clock.
Don't hold. Out of the key.
Nartai. Almost a pass to Mazinski. And that will be a foul on Mazinski.
Which way is that going? That's a foul on Nick Mazinski.
It is over the top of Keelan Boone.
Oh, no. I thought Mazinski caught that clean. I don't think Nick Mazinski knows he just picked up the personal foul. Watch him catch this one. Yeah, I don't see how that's a foul on Mazinski. I thought he had possession and Boone's hand was in there, but that's not the way. Callum Welsh sees it, foul on the Saints, their first of the game, the first for Nick Mazinski as well.
Well, he's their only true big, Nick Mazinski. Sam Gold enters the game. And Caleb Asbury takes advantage of that straight down the lane.
And we saw a lot of that in the semifinal. The full court pressure does not bother him and actually opens up opportunities for the finish just like that.
Pull up, Marshall knocks it down.
Too easy. That's just a walk into it, 17-footer. The screener has to step up and be connected there on the jump shooter.
They need to force it.
Well, that's 8 seconds. That's got to be 8 seconds.
Not quite yet. It's down to 17. So they've only got a couple of seconds to work with.
Well, look for the Sharks to kick it straight across. If this is a catch in the backcourt, that's going to be 8 seconds.
Thanks, Chris.
Now waiting for the ball is right by my feet. I didn't bother to pick it up. It's lazy of me.
I'd want Asbury to catch it back here. And then that's got to be 8. That's got to be 8. Oh, my.
Just gets it over. Boone tries to give it to Timmins. Ball don't lie. Saints have it. Here is Nick Marshall. Oh, nice work from Burton.
Yeah, both teams understand that they're getting away with a little bit of physicality, so they're bringing the bodies, they're getting their hands in, swiping those balls away. This is a championship game. Both teams have to be ready for that added physicality.
It's Hiram Harris who has it. Nick Marshall. Marshall for 3. Hiram Harris tipped away, and that will come off the hands of Sam Timmins. So it will be Saints ball as Josiah Alec, just the quickest of breathers for Josiah Alec. In fact, when he goes out of the game, which is rare, he actually sits on the watt bike to keep himself going.
Work rate is high with that man. He does not stop working. I even heard last night at dinner, everybody else is watching the All Blacks, but he's sitting there watching film of the Saints.
Hiram Harris, tough matchup, couldn't get it to go down. Here comes Engel with it, Burton up ahead. Picks up his dribble. Dangerous when Hiram Harris is around. He's like glad wrap at times. Here's Boone. Bruce did a great job on him, but it's falling to the Sharks at the moment on the offensive rebounds. Enger misses a 3. Sam Gold comes across for the board.
That is 6 offensive rebounds for the Sharks already. They're getting back half of their misses.
Sean Bruce, the vet, to the cup.
Is that
shot's coming?
Is that going to be Alec down low, or is the foul before that on the touch? Is it Key? I think it's Boone from behind. I don't think it's Alec up front, and that's correct. It is Boone from behind, so that's a big bonus for the Sharks there. As Keelan Boone takes a little bit of his breath. I really like Sean Bruce, his veteranship, his ability to come off the bench and just understand what the Saints team needs.
Sean Bruce spent the last 6 years at the Sydney Kings in the Aussie NBL. Played for the Cairns Taipans as well.
I'm just not convinced there was enough possession or an illegal act.
Former Saint, missed the final to the Sharks, mentioned earlier. Brzezinski's back out there.
Here we go, 1.
Gold is out there still. Natai takes the seat.
If I'm the Saints, I like this matchup with Brzezinski on Alec. I'd probably look to go to the post a little bit in there. Alec, a great player, but giving up that size with 1 foul, I might try and post him a bit.
Well, it's a game of chess, isn't it, when it comes to the fouls, especially in this first quarter.
How aggressive Hiram Harris is on that show.
There is Alec, finding a cutting. Boone who gets the and 1. Keelan Boone on the weak side.
Great job with penetrating passes, kicking it inside. The Saints a little bit discombobulated when Gold hits the ground, and that opens Boone for that cut. I like the fact that the Sharks team is moving around. The cutters coming through. They're not just sitting in one spot, despite that softness of the defense for the Saints on the perimeter.
Keelan Boone, no one's made more threes, shooting 45% from 3 this season from deep. Bettered only by Sean Bruce's 49%, misses the foul shot, however. An 87% foul shooter from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. What I love about this, Casey, there are no leading scorers in this game in the top 10 of the league. Bruce has some words for Boone.
And these are true definitions of teams. The collective is better than the sum of the pieces because they've come together and creating something great.
In fact, it's Boone who's the 11th leading scorer at 21. Burton and Hiram Harris got poked in the eye by Braden Enger. Timmins back into the game.
I really like the way Coach Yim is rotating his players early, getting everybody a taste, and making sure that the emotion and the adrenaline doesn't get to be too much. There's a foul on the Saints. We're going to be ball on the side up here.
Coach Jonathan Yim, the American, spent a lot of time around the NBA as a skills coach. And shots now because of the team foul situation. That's the 5th for the Sharks. Jonathan Yim wearing the traditional Argyle sweater, 27 of those in his collection. A nod to his grandmother who has passed away along with his grandfather, and just a nice tribute that he wears each sideline with that. 27 different ones of them. It's a wonderful tribute. Coming all the way from the US down to Invercargill. They signed him last year.
27 Argyle sweaters is crazy. I don't think I brought 27 items of clothing the first time I went overseas.
I've known you since the mid-2000s, and I've seen you wear...
I got like 3 outfits.
4 things. It's Hiram Harris on the glass, puts it up and in.
Look at this dude, man. This is the free throw, he gets it back. He hasn't had a big part to play in the offense, but look at him on Alec, just bumping him every step of the way. I can't take my eyes off that matchup.
Back to Alec. Hiram Harris on him. His physical. Nice shot from Sam Timmons.
Muszynski's got to give a little bit more trust to Harris to play one-on-one and stay tighter to Timmons to affect that shot.
Harris, clean 3. Knocks it down, the lefty. Hiram Harris is pumped.
He's pumped and he's letting Josiah Allen know about it. This is what it's about, baby. Let's play some hoops.
He's pushing him every fucking time. Watch 2 hands. Watch it, 2 hands.
Chair gets pulled out.
Here comes Leafa. Nice screen from Gold. Leafa gets the bucket. And I'll tell you what, that'll feel good for Isaiah Leafa.
Well, neither one to drop. Beautiful screen by Sam Gold. Better defense creating that opportunity by the Saints.
Final minute of the first quarter. A Saints lead as Asprey goes down. No whistle. Asprey looks a little shook. Here comes Burden, 8 to shoot. Asprey's not 100. Timmons!
That's a lot of time.
Oh my, there was 6 to go. And there's a differential of about a second and a half, maybe a little bit more.
Well, they got Timmons on Isaiah Leafa here. If they're going to leave in this matchup, expect the double team to come late. If not, he's just going to go. I wouldn't send the Dutch screen at all.
Bruce! Oh my!
Also really early.
Left some time on the clock. Here's Asprey, 3 to go. Puts it up. He's fouled, taking the 3. It is 3 shots. Caleb Asprey. What a brain explosion by the Saints at the end of this quarter here.
And you know what the Sharks have done so well in the playoffs is they finished and started quarters. And look at this, almost no time left. He takes that hack. I don't think it's in the shooting motion. I think it's before he had it gathered. But because of when the foul was committed, he gets the opportunity. Great heads-up play by him to go straight into the shooting motion once he felt that contact with 0.9 left on the clock.
Given the way that Caleb Asprey's been shooting, he's a 70% shooter from the Chemist Warehouse line. It's a rare miss at the moment. Caleb Asprey, he has only missed 5 shots in 2 semi-finals and a qualifying. 1 semi-final and a qualifying final.
If this is a make, look for the Saints to sub in on the make so they can set something up for a last-second shot.
Makes the 3rd. Goes 2 for 3 from the line. Ties it up at 25. Marshall in for Gold. Natai comes in for Sean Bruce.
We've got Jordan Natai deep here. I'm looking for Isaiah Leafa or Jordan Natai to see if they can't get a catch and shoot late.
Here's Marshall, 3-quarter court. It's too long. Almost took a fan out on the corporates down there. Eyes up, buddy. It's been a big old first quarter, and we're all tied up at 25. Nick Bewley has Josiah Alec with him.
Cheers, Miles. Josiah Alec, as advertised in terms of intensity with the final, how is it out there?
I mean, it's been great. Obviously, Hiram's going right at me. He's giving me all the physicality he's gotten, so I got to respond. I got to be better for my team. I fell into a pulled chair on that last post-up. I got to be better, just keep my head, not let any of this moment get to me.
Looking forward to the second quarter. Go well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Quarter time here at TSB Arena. What an opening 10 minutes, nothing in it. Saints, Sharks, 25 apiece.
Balls being thrown out to the crowd, so if you want one, make some noise.
$25 apiece after one quarter of basketball. They can't be separated. The Wellington Saints shooting 10 of 20. The Southland Sharks 9 of 23. And let's go to Jonathan Yim. Jonathan, what did you like about that game in the first quarter so far from your team?
Well, I believe somebody's got his mic cut off, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to get Coach Yim at this time. Appreciate his effort coming to us.
Marshall is fouled on the drive. Yeah, apologies to Jonathan Yim. Always tough when you're a coach to do an in-game interview.
But we've got Taylor Johnson, who was listening on the Saints during the quarter time, and what does he have to share with us?
A very calm and measured Aaron Young. That was for sure. Rangimaria Dugomita was the one bringing the hype, saying, take a breath. We're still well and truly in it. But what they were really talking about was the way that the Saints defense adjusted in the battle in the paint with Alec and making him give away those turnovers. They also said, get downhill early on the inbound. Don't muck around and help. They want them to get down and get to attacking position early. And also, they said, cut down their main man, and that was Asbury.
I'll tell you what, Hiram Harris, the Defensive Player of the Year, is relishing this matchup with the MVP, Josiah Alec.
Alex, you heard him in the break as we see a nice finish by Timmons down low. He feels the challenge, and he's going to meet it. I can't wait to see how Alec responds throughout.
Isaiah Liafa thought about the pull-up, gets it back from Mazinski, and he puts up the little runner with the right hand. That's what I love about Mazinski. Adept with either hand in the paint.
And also intelligent. He wasn't expecting that pass, but he worked right into two-man action afterwards. Really heads-up play. Great look, great finish.
Alec gets two there on Hiram Harris, who tried to take the charge or at least man up.
A little bit deep for the charge, I think. Feet underneath in that charge zone. A nice attack by Alec, not settling, going straight at Harris, accepting that challenge and bringing it back.
Here's Nick Marshall. Left-hand finish is tough. Ooh, acrobatic. That was strong. Timmons had no time to react as well.
And that's how you attack shot blockers. You go quick. You don't go right at the body. Don't give them the time to set up and block the shot.
There's a lot of contact at the moment. Boom for another three. Harris with another rebound. Already an and one situation. Isaiah Liafa getting to the cup. He's hit and he's going back to the free throw line. Hiram Harris, Casey, has 6 rebounds.
6 rebounds.
8 points, 3 assists.
I mean, he does a little bit of everything. And let's not forget the fact that he is taking the toughest defensive challenge right now against Alec and bringing it every possession, leading from the front. Nick Mazinski not bad himself. 6 points. Or sorry, 7 points on 3 of 3 from the field. But Isaiah Liafa heads up play on that, felt the contact, wasn't going to shoot it, but once he got that foul, put it up. And just the opportunistic three-point play gives the Saints a 5-point lead.
Boom. Oh man, there were 4 Saints rebounders around that ball.
Boone needed to kick that one on, brought 2 defenders, his man was open. Anybody who gets 2 defenders in this game needs to kick it onto that next open man.
Harris looking for the handoff to Nartai, named in the Tall Blacks this week for the Asia Cup. And here's Nick Marshall, most outstanding guard, named in the postseason last week as well. Sam Timmons has it tied up. It will be a jump ball, possession area the way of the Sharks.
Well, way to be Nick Marshall, doesn't give up on the play, and they don't get possession now, but they get in the second half. Good attack, gets it up. Great rebound by Timmons, goes up, but he brings it down, and Nick Marshall says, you want to bring it here? That's my neck of the hoods. Come down here, I'm going to be taking it back.
Takar Cooper back out there, start of the game, hit 2 threes. Gets another bucket, Takar Cooper. Bounced around the South NBL, a couple of teams, Jets, Tuatara, found a home here for the Sharks as Liafa. Deep 3, can't get that one to go down. And we've seen Isaiah Liafa, sorry Casey, catch fire from deep.
But even if it's not dropping, he needs to stay aggressive, force that defense to continue to respect him coming off those screens.
6 to shoot. Cooper's looking at Timmons. He's up high. Tried to find the pocket pass. It falls to Alec. Shot clock expiring. Marshall is one of the best rebounding guards. He averages 7.6 a game, pulls that down. Liafa contested 3. That won't drop. Liafa now 2 for 6.
If I'm the Saints, I want to get into more rotation offensively. I need to force this Sharks team to work as much as they can on the defensive side.
Cooper on the wing. Timmons desperate for it with the smaller guard on him. Sees a double. It's Marshall, he comes across. Boom! Mazinski came to help out, and then Keelan Boone. I tell you what, Casey, what we've seen in the first quarter, that's a pretty soft foul.
Yeah, but it's the reaching in away from the basketball. When somebody's driving, you get away from that. Great challenge by Mazinski coming across, but at this point, when you come in and you just reach, you can't not call that. It takes away possession.
No, that's not soft. That's a real reach.
But in terms of the level of physicality, it's on the lower level. The Sharks need to find a little something flowing offensively. Looks like the Saints have figured something out in those rotations. They're coming earlier in the post and off the on balls with that second man.
Bruce out there for the Saints. Harris operating with Marshall. They rush out. I mean, might have got hit after the shot. It doesn't matter. Alec with the closeout. Here's Asprey. Engel with his feet set. Knocks it down. Braden Engel can do that.
Wow, that's good both ways. Great speed from the Sharks to get up. I thought the Saints had shut it down with their transition defense, but that secondary move by Binger with the open look.
Bruce operating with Mazinski. Can't get the roll. Nice work from Timmons to knock it off the rim. Asprey seems to be fine after that first quarter. Pull up. Silky. And the Sharks take back the lead and a timeout from Aaron Young and the Saints. They have gone back into it. Jonathan Yim is out there at midcourt, bringing his troops in. He's pumped up right now. And Keelan Boone is joining everyone. And Isaiah Liafa is saying that's the best you're playing right now. We're playing at 50%. There's words being traded across both teams.
So, what a comeback there from the Sharks, down 5, but they're sticking with it, lifted the physicality, and started playing a higher level of defense. Look at these coaches. They are fired up. We can't even go into the huddle right now because the language is maybe a little colorful. Both teams are really locked in. You can tell there's a lot in it. And what I've liked seeing is the counter-punching. It's not just the first swing. It looks like you took a punch. Wait a minute, we've got another punch coming back. Both teams, it's about the adjustments, and it's going to be that second half adjustments in particular, what happens at halftime. It's going to have a lot to do with where this game ends up in the end.
Get your Sal's NBL Seal combo for $31.99. Use the QR code or the online code, valid until Tuesday. And they are not heading to the commentary booth, I can tell you that much.
Get in while you can. This deal is going away soon, valid until Tuesday, the 22nd of July. Then those Sal's deals are all gone until To'ihi. Then they're going to come back.
Let's go to Nick Bewley.
Yeah, just listening in to the Southland Sharks. Time out there, Coach Jim. Really happy with the response from his team. He says it starts and ends with defense. Got to be better in terms of the foot movement or feet movement around Hiram Harris, but on the whole, really happy with the response.
Let's go to Taylor.
Well, the most interesting thing was the attitude from the players. Isaiah Liafa was having a lot to say to the Southland Sharks team. And I tell you what, it is getting hot in there. Aaron Young was very measured, though. He said they don't want it, but defensively, don't get caught in the wrong mismatch. Make sure you're going and marking the right man. But they were really saying they want this. They want it better than the Sharks. But we'll see and find out shortly.
With the Saints that close inside the paint, they'll be happy with that 3-ball for the Southland Sharks. 2-point lead, 36-34. Timmons with 8 rebounds already.
Here's the patience from the Sharks. They're getting a more slower, a bit more precise.
Alec can't get the roll. Alec, the Saints will be happy with him shooting contested threes as well. This is what Nick Marshall does. Ngatai, good closeout from Inga. Timmons had it slapped away and he's fouled. Marshall on the reach and perhaps.
I think it's Mazinski from behind. We'll take a look at it. No, it is Nick Marshall reaching in. You got him there. Beautiful pass by Nick Marshall. Might have wanted one more kick in there, and then we see Marshall comes underneath, and a lot of basketball, but the whistle goes the other way.
Just his first. He sits, so does Mazinski.
Just 4 fouls on the Saints so far, but we've got 8 up to this point on the Sharks.
Gold and Bruce out there for the Saints. Starting 5, minus Keelan Boone. Inga's out there for the Sharks. To car, Cooper. Leaves it for Josiah Alec. Front of the rim, rolls in. Nice work from the Sharks.
And I'd like to see the Sharks just give him the basketball a little bit more. Let him attack Hiram Harris on the other end. Right now, I don't think he's had enough ball in hand. Maybe that's the shot that gets him going a bit. 9 points for Alec.
Bruce on the wing. Attacks the defense. Hiram Harris with another bucket. That's pretty from the Saints.
They're playing through physicality. Nice job of rolling with intention to get that finish.
Double digits for Hiram Harris now. He's got 10, first in the game. Alec Wolf join him with 11.
Great recognition by the Sharks. Nine-tie on Alec. Alec's just too big for that boach up in the post.
That three's off.
Isaiah Liafa cannot find the range from deep. He is 0 for 4 now.
Well, he's 0 for 9 in the last 2 games. Isaiah Liafa.
Actually 0 for 5 on that one. That was the 5th miss there.
He's 0 for 10 then, so he usually averages around 3 makes a game.
Look at that.
And the reach in there.
Yeah, it was Natai underneath on Alec. He got tangled up with him. It wasn't Cooper with the ball.
Nicely broken up.
Or you can look up, there's a pass.
Bruce gets the roll with the right hand.
Heads up play by Sean Bruce, just leaking out when he sees the turnover. And then Isaiah Liafa recognizing and passing it.
Coming off the 5th turnover of the Sharks in this first half. With a slender 2-point lead. Anger falling away over Sam Gold. Saints forcing tough shots. Here comes Bruce. Lost the handle, gets it back, gives it to Liafa. Still plenty of time as we close in on 3 minutes. This quarter's gone fast. Dropping it off. Oh, great defense from Braden Anger. Natai in deep.
Oh, beautiful play, but better defense than that what the Sharks have on offense.
Asprey, milk that. Gets helped up by Hiram Harris, who concedes the foul. That's number 2 on him as Keelan Boone checks in the game for the Sharks.
Yeah, it's an easy foul to call as we see Liafa go with the reverse, but Braden Anger able to knock that out of his hands without it, and then Hiram Harris with just a silly push into the chest, trying to get away with one, puts him off balance and sends him to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2. Well, the rebounds in favor of the Sharks so far, but they were killing the offensive glass in that first quarter where they had 6 offensive rebounds total. Here in the second quarter, 0 second chances on the offensive glass. The Saints have locked that down, but still find themselves down 3 points now here with 2:48 to go in the quarter.
Well, the Saints are 2 for 15 from deep. And that is not great when you're one of the best to do it on the season.
34% I think coming in on the season, so certainly that'll come back to the median at some point.
Second best behind the Sharks. Timeout called by the Sharks with a 4-point lead with 2:48 to go in the first half. Sal's NBL Grand Final. These are 2 heavyweights slugging it out.
Yeah, interesting subs there. Let's go in to hear from the Southland Sharks coach, Jonathan Yim.
Finish the quarter, okay? Look, I just want to go elbow hit, Caleb, right? Elbow hit, 2. We're going to screen through, right? And then Caleb, go screen Keelan right here. Okay, look, just get a little mini jumper, okay? Get going.
Well, not a lot to say. Not a lot to say for Coach Yim. Just this is what we're executing. Sound like a lot of players telling each other what to do.
Well, let's go to Taylor Johnson, who's got nothing for us. I'm sorry, Taylor. All I heard was your name, and she's sitting right behind me, and she's like, come on, man, don't do that to me again.
Interesting to see where the Saints go in this last 3 minutes offensively. It's gotten a little stagnant outside of transition here in the second quarter. The Sharks locking down in the half court.
Well, this is the point where you start to come off that adrenaline dump. First quarter, fired up, physical, playing at a high pace. And now it's turned into a grind as Keelan Boone with a defensive effort on Nick Marshall.
Well, they saw that isolation, and that's where they wanted to go, but Keelan Boone, really solid defender. Look at that, swipes it down.
It's great hands.
Just really heads-up play by the longer, taller Boone.
Sharks on a 9-game winning streak. The Saints enjoying an 8-game streak themselves, and they have to bear witness to Keelan Boone sticking it with a jumper.
That's exactly the execution Yim asked for out of the timeout. They get an immediate travel on Natai.
Coach Aaron Young, head coach of the year in the NZNBL, said he put it down. Fourth grand final appearance for Aaron Young.
I thought Natai did catch it and drop it immediately, but sometimes when you're on the run like that, it looks like a travel, so it is a travel.
Isaiah, just make sure, Isaiah, that's
Saints back with their starters to finish the last 2 minutes here, as are the Sharks, or without, except for Brendan Inger in for Timmons.
Go, Josiah.
Alec up high, facing up on Mazinski to find Boone. Boone will shoot that all night long. Almost banked it in. Here comes Liafa. Harris crossing up, bobbled, tipped away. Boone, Cooper on his left. Goes into the chest, blocked by Natai. Here comes Nick Marshall, over half court. Giving it to Isaiah Liafa, finds the trailer. Jordan Natai bangs down the three.
Well, how about that two-way performance? Huge block on one end and then comes back as a trailer. Good patience by the Saints to get a great shot. And now they're only down one possession.
Tukar Cooper trying to make it two. Harris with another board. Marshall gives it back to him. Mazinski. Natai going for three. There's Asprey the other way, just like that. We're in transition. Great hands from Liafa. Stripping it away in front of mum and dad on the baseline.
Defense is phenomenal by both teams, really locked in. Asbury gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar to the joy of Isaiah Liafa. And I think one thing both teams don't want to do right now is just stare at an official after a whistle's called. They're letting a lot of stuff go as we take another look at that fantastic D. But Jordan Natai comes in, gets the block, and then coming the other way, the trailer, catch, shoot, nothing but twine.
Marshall driving on Inger. Hiram Harris gives it back to Nick Marshall. High percentage shot.
Just a little rushed, wasn't ready for it. Defense doesn't come out, but still a little bit too much time.
Asbury. Pull up, elbow jumper, no good. Harris, another one. That's his 8th rebound. Marshall.
The Saints haven't found a ton of success in transition. The Sharks have seen that the Saints are pushing every time, but they've done a great job in that transition D.
Both teams have their BNZ player timeouts available. 6 to shoot now. Liafa. Again, missing from three. Timmons, big rebound. And there is Sam Timmons calling that player timeout. BNZ player timeout. 30 seconds. No coach interaction, no subs on the timeout. Players must huddle on the floor. You get to advance the ball if it's called in the backcourt as well. And the Sharks will have 6.4 to go in this half. Unless they add a little bit more time. They might add about half a second.
The Saints have a foul to give as well on this point. Wouldn't be surprised if they let 3 seconds run off and then try and get a foul in there to send them back to the sideline. We are at 0.4. We're up to 6.8 now. The Sharks a chance to build on this 3-point lead that they've secured.
Saints, if you're defending, this is the boundary line. Here we go.
I wonder if they realise they've got that foul to give. Timmons up high. Happy with that catch as he goes at Mazinski. Left hand. Tipped away. Marshall calls it.
It's going to be about
1.1, 1.2.
I think about 1 second left. Nice job by Nick Marshall to call that player timeout. Like the aggressiveness of Timmons right at Mazinski trying to get that second foul, but secure the ball. Instant timeout. He calls it. Let's see how much time they decide to put back in.
4th rebound by Nick Marshall. it is their BNZ player timeout. Great supporters of basketball across the ball too.
We don't have the time on the clock yet. We're just trying to see exactly how much time's left.
Waiting on the clock. 0.5.
Just waiting on the clock. 0.5 is the call. Could it be 0.5 left?
Or maybe it's not going to be Hiram Harris because we saw a special one to win a game against the Tuatara. He will inbound the ball here.
Goes directly off the glass one more time. We saw that against the FI last
weekend, you're right.
Struggling to get 0.5 onto the clock. That is what we're waiting on right now, just the clock. And both teams taking a little bit of ball. We might actually have to do this manually.
Okay, we'll manage it on court, so we can't get time on the
we're not going to put it up.
catch and shoot.
We're going to manage this on court as we take a look at the All-Star 5 from this season. Nick Marshall in there, Josiah Alec. A couple other players, I think, playing in this game would have thought they were pretty close to that.
I'm sure Hiram Harris came close to that. The Defensive Player of the Year. So yes, the referees are going to say to the players, upon agreement, that they are going to do it manually, catch and shoot. You can't move with the ball, I believe is what's going on. It has to be a catch and shooting motion straight away. Derek Fisher, no doubt, watching on ESPN right now.
Here we go.
Knows that feeling. Here's Harris. Liafa. Almost banked it in, and that'll do us. First half of the grand final, and it will be the Southland Sharks enjoying a 3-point lead, 44-41. And this has been exactly what we anticipated, a tight struggle, physical game, and Nick Bewley has one of the players between these two teams with him, and it's Hiram Harris.
Hiram Harris down by 3 points at the half. What's the overall assessment of that first 20 minutes?
They're making some good shots. We're giving them some easy ones. Take those easy ones away. We knock down a couple easy ones. We'll be all right.
I was going to ask about the three-point shooting. Are you happy with the looks, even though they're not dropping?
I mean, Isaiah Liafa is one of the best shooters from our country, so any open look's a good look for us for him.
Good luck in the second half. Bring in Sam Timmins from the Southland Sharks. Sam, you're up by 3. You had 6 offensive rebounds in that first quarter, but they held you to 0 in the second. What do you need to adjust on that end?
Yeah, I mean, rebounding's obviously been a strength of ours this second half of the season. It's been a game of runs like we expected going in, and we're just, lucky to be up by 3 points going into the half.
How about the intensity? It feels like it's befitting of a grand final. What's it like out there?
It's fun, man. It's intense, but it's fun, and that's why we're here.
Get some rest. Look forward to the second half.
Cheers, bro.
44-41, Sam Timmins and the Southland Sharks in control by 3 at halftime. We'll come back after the break, and Casey and Taylor will have a look at the numbers for you.
Tough work out here. The buckets have no good. There you go. Here's another one down. When do we get the reset? Restart to 2. Ooh. Keep going, keep going. You just stay behind me, right? Shambles. Keep it going. Another bucket down. Another bucket down. Ball's coming out in the background as well. Keep it going, kid.
No more Hukimau, welcome back to our coverage of the 2025 NZNBL final, and this is living up to the hype and more. It has been a close contest, but it is the Sharks, the visitors, leading the top-seeded Saints 41 points to 44. I am Taylor Johnson. Joining me is Casey Frank. What do you think is being spoken about in those changing rooms?
Well, for the Saints, it's about controlling the defensive glass. They have to do a better job of limiting those easy opportunities around the rim. And I think for the Sharks, it's about more of the same. I think they'd be pretty happy where they are. They've held the Saints really low statistically beyond that three-point line and doing a great job on the glass as well. That's exactly where they want to be on the road.
We highlighted this matchup pre-game for a reason. We knew it would deliver. You said you couldn't keep your eyes off it. Josiah Alec and Hiram Harris. Let's talk about Alec first.
He's come out and he took those punches from Hiram Harris, took that physicality and accepted the challenge and lifted his play. Not great on the glass right now, but the energy's still there and certainly leading the way scoring, doing a great job of carrying that load for the Sharks early.
And look, they're having a bit of banter as well. Like, Harris is really giving it to Alec in his ear, and I think what's annoying Harris the most is that Alec's not responding.
Well, he's got the smiles, he's got coming with it, but Hiram Harris certainly isn't stopping. He is bringing the challenge straight to him with that level of physicality and with a little bit of chin wagging as well. But you see the impact Hiram Harris has: 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He's got his finger in a little bit of everything. But as this game goes along, I'd like to see Harris become more of a facilitator to really create for those shooters out in the perimeter.
Here's the Chemist Warehouse stats. What is standing out for you?
Well, first and foremost, the three-point shooting from the Saints, 3 for 20 at 15%. Just not enough. Neither team really getting to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Both teams doing a great job of defending physically without fouling. But second is those offensive rebounds, doubled up by the Sharks. Saints did a great job, though, only giving up 1 offensive rebound in the second quarter. If they can continue with that kind of effort the rest of the way, they will find themselves in this game right at the death.
Is it concerning for the Saints that Hiram Harris is the only one in double digits when you look at the scorers?
Well, I'd say it's not that concerning, really, because if he's carrying the load, you know you've got a lot more to go. You can come with, you've got Nick Marshall coming, you can do that as well, so it's gonna be nice to see. And of course, if you love the NZNBL action, don't forget, To'ihi Basketball is tipping off on the 26th of September. Memberships and season tickets open now. Get in while you still can, because they're gonna sell quick.
Can't wait, but first we have the grand final. It all comes down to this, the last 20 minutes of basketball for the season. Will the Saints get their 13th title and restore their dynasty, or the Sharks end their 7-year drought and bring it home? Find out right after this.
time, Southland Sharks with a 3-point lead, 44-41. And it is a game that has had just about everything. Andrew Mulligan, Casey, Frank on hand with Nick Bewley, Taylor Johnson. Halftime has been and gone. We're about to resume hostilities in the third quarter. And Keelan Boone, 4 for 13, but he's been in everything, Casey Frank.
Big shots, solid defensively, and the willingness to take those shots despite not shooting a great percentage early. I'd expect it to lift as this game goes along, but the Saints have done a nice job of finding him early and often. When they are able to get Boone a little bit of space, he's been knocking it down with ease, but that space has been very hard to come by.
Certainly has. Also, Southland Sharks, just 5 turnovers in that half, and that is a very good stat for a turnover-prone team. Caleb Asprey as well. Can I just say, Casey, 0 turnovers in that first half.
And just 1 in the second quarter for the Sharks. They had 4 in the first quarter and then slowed it down. But the other thing that there was only 1 of in the second quarter was offensive rebounds between both teams. Neither team is giving up a lot of activity there. 7 or 10 in the entirety of the game. We've got 9 total offensive rebounds and just 1 in that second quarter. The other thing that happened in that second quarter is the Saints started to shut down the three-point line for the Sharks. Just 1 for 6 from behind the arc in that second quarter. So despite the Saints being down, I think they're pretty happy with what the defense has done, especially in the second term.
Sam Timmons with 10 rebounds in that half. True definition of doing his job. Nick Mazinski, 3 for 3 from the floor, 7 points. 3 rebounds for him. We got 17 seconds to go before we can get this game underway. They're all ready to go.
Teams are ready. Fans are ready. Let's get out on the hardwood and get it done.
Strong words spoken between these two teams during that first half. Pivotal moment. This is the 4th time these two teams have met in a grand final game in the NZNBL. 21st final overall for the Saints. 3rd quarter underway. 5th final for the Sharks. Looking for number 4 are the Sharks. Title number 13 on the line for the Saints as Ngatai tucks it under his wing. And Timmons with another rebound, number 11.
And he's just been hoovering them on the defensive end. I like that matchup, though. Go to Ngatai in the post, try and attack Boone, but he does enough to dissuade the shot.
Asprey played every single second of that first half.
See how they're guarding Asprey as well, going under every single screen. Timmons, are you kidding me?
Sam Timmons with a little push shot.
His performance today reminded me a little bit of the last time he won a title with the Otago Nuggets. Just doing all the dirty work.
It was 2022. Hiram Harris. It's tough work in there. With Sam Timmons, those long arms, big body, it's Boone. Tipped away by Liafa, Sharks ball.
And we have not seen a lot of transition opportunities for the Sharks. The Saints doing an excellent job of getting back quickly and matching up. And that one, Boone probably had the drive. Alex telling him the same. A little bit passive on that opportunity. The Sharks being very deliberate with the ball as to not turn it over.
Asprey, the inbound, rattles it down. Caleb Asprey, cool as you like. That's his first 3 of the game.
11 points on the day now, tied for the leading scorer. Hiram Harris with the drive, gets it up off the glass, avoiding the contact of Josiah Alec then. Cutting without the basketball, I think, is so key to both these offenses finding space for their squads.
Working on a double-double as Hiram Harris has got so many words. Josiah Alec is like, is this guy for real? He is, man. He's for real. Trust us.
I mean, 2 players who are fired up, but locked in, but in different ways. For Alec, I think it's all internal, and Harris, he is aiming that right at Alec. He is saying, I'm taking you down. Let's come with it.
Boone operating up high. Missed that. Falls to Jordan Ngatai.
Great defense by Mazinski, the late challenge, forcing that into an air ball.
Harris with Marshall. Nice up fake. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Nick Marshall, such a good operator with the ball.
And look at that energy, cutting without it, creating that passing angle, and then chasing it down. Their first offensive rebound since the first quarter.
9 points, 5 rebounds for Nick Marshall. Timmons with a notion.
A little quick with the trigger today, trying to get himself involved. If I'm the Sharks, maybe give him a touch on the post.
Tell you what, Jonathan Yim's not happy with that shot from Sam Timmons. Now it's Mazinski on the block. Banging down with Alec. Goes to his right hand. Man, he's got such a great touch.
And anytime Josiah Alec is matched off on Mazinski, I want some post touches because he's got too much size for that matchup. If you give him time, the double doesn't come.
These two teams met in the regular season, plus 60 advantage for the Saints in the scoreline. It counts for naught in this one. Do not read anything into that. The drop step from Timmons is big.
Oh, Mazinski goes for the gamble, and Timmons makes him pay.
Liafa's foul. He knew Timmons was buried deep on that baseline, pushed it and is rewarded. He'll head to the Chemist Warehouse line to shoot two.
Attack and counter-attack. So much of this offense of the Saints has been predicated on getting going before that defense is set. You see Timmons falling off balance, still gets the finish, but how quickly does Liafa cast for that basketball? Tukaha Cooper comes down, gets the hack. That's his third personal. Foul trouble for the Sharks. Him with three, Asbury two, and Keelan Boone with two. Just Hiram Harris with two for the Saints.
Makes the second.
Not a lot of activity at the free throw line, just 14 attempts overall.
Alec on the face-up. Liafa showing. Comes across for the double. Left it short. Asbury tips it. And we've got an injury to Nick Mazinski. I think he's caught one on the nose. Now tied the other way. Ties it up! But Mazinski caught one in the face, and he's checking for blood right now.
Yeah, he's called for the floor wipers to come out and get the moisture. Mazinski says, I'm all right, leave me out here. What a rebound by Nick Marshall getting this one down. Everybody fighting for it. Nobody quite gets it. Gets knocked out, and there's Mazinski, the Harris.
Fire.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those Hiram Harris plays.
Trail.
All tied up at 51. Alec running downhill. Lost the handle. Hiram pulled the chair out.
He's been doing that with frequency. Alex looking for that contact, and Harris isn't giving it to him. But it's that help side defense that knocks it away. See that hand there by Nick Marshall. Off the leg of Alec. Nick Marshall all over it. Another turnover there.
Shout out to the Yims in the gym for this one.
Flew in yesterday.
Jonathan Yim's family. What a moment for him. Professional head coach. First season. What a job he has done. Marshall for three.
That was a big miss for the Sharks. This crowd is ready to get into it. The Saints have come out, and they're imposing their will early. Can they continue to do so?
Saints, colder than scorching bay in July. They are 3 for 14 from deep. 3 for 21, 14% rather.
Mazinski picks up the foul, his second personal. He doesn't like the call, but a little too active up high on the arm. Timmons showing good patience. The double right around there, but doesn't get him off his shot. Taking a look at Mazinski coming in, see where he gets the arm. It's, you know,
here we go.
Probably let that one go today.
Timmons at the line, a 65% foul shooter from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Can't get the roll, still locked at 51. So many great matchups across this floor.
Fellas. One shot.
And Zoe Burden's in the game now for the Sharks.
Defense is starting to come to the forefront. The efficiencies of both teams are really dropping as this game goes along.
Subs on, thanks, Jordan.
Timmons with the rolls. Liafa will sit as Bruce comes in on the make.
Let's go, blue ball.
These rotations are tight for both these squads. The Saints basically just going 6 deep right now. Bruce, Sam Gold's played a little bit, but really the minutes, those 6 players. And the Sharks, of course, they only really go with 7. Zoe Burton in the game now, Inger the only other sub. But in the fourth quarter, who's in better shape, who's better condition is going to come into play.
Who is in foul trouble as well. Harris operating with Bruce. Alec on the switch. Inside to Mazinski. 10 to shoot. 3 ball. Knocks it down, Sean Bruce. Finally left the Saints to get married, came back for a honeymoon.
Finally found a little bit of range. It's been a while between drinks for the Saints, and now they have a 2-point lead.
Like Sean Bruce actually did. He got married middle of the season. He's come back. No Shea Ely, of course. Last played in May as Alec left it short. They've done a great job on him. The MVP find that tough sled in here in the third. Marshall sees a lane. Gets to the cup, left hand. It's good. Timeout, Southland Sharks.
And the relentlessness of the Saints in transition is starting to pay dividends. In the first half, every time there's a change of possession, they're pushing, but it didn't really break through. But here in the third quarter, they're keeping that pace at the same level, and you can see the Sharks just getting a little bit late in transition defense, calling the timeout. Let's see what they have to say.
Listen, it's just execution of little things, right? You can't have slippage now, okay? Hey, you're in a good spot, okay? But again, they can't extend this thing out. You knew that they were going to go on a run, right? Stick with it. Just stick with it, okay? When we're hey, also when we get down here, drive, look to penetrate, okay? You're in it. We're going to go stack. Just get into regular stack, okay? So, Caleb, bring it down, right? Sam setting it right, kids, Josiah and Keelan, okay? Keep going.
A well-taken timeout from Jonathan Yim and the Sharks. The Saints getting some continuity, some fluidity to their game here. Leading by 4, 56-52. Let's go to Taylor Johnson, who had an error on the Aaron Young timeout for the Saints.
Yeah, Aaron Young said the pockets are wide open. Make sure we're moving the ball around and looking for better shot selection. But the biggest talk there was defense. They said that's the only thing that the Sharks have on us at the moment. We've got the better offense. They were confident about that. So just keep putting Asbury in difficult positions just like that.
That is tough from Asbury. Felt like he got hit.
And you come out of the timeout, I'd like to see that ball move around, make the Saints work instead of the quick one and right back on defense.
Nartai can't get the finish. He goes down. Asbury has it back. Burton, trans 3.
Oh, Mazinski with the push. That's his third personal. Josiah Alec's work rate is rewarded. Just a little bit too much of a push in the hand, and probably what he didn't need to get away with. But when you extend that arm and you see that player displaced underneath, it's an easy whistle for the officiating crew to blow.
So with Mazinski's third foul, he'll have to sit Sam Gold in the game.
Well, not much to it, but just a little bit of a push. Just displaces him a bit, gets him out of that position.
Liafa rejoins the fray. Caleb Asbury on the baseline. Second team foul for the Saints, under 5 to go in the third. Timmins, shorter Harris on him. Stout defender though. Loves the matchup, takes the chair away, but Timmins, nice footwork from the big.
Well, he's done that and pulled the chair away a few times. I think the Sharks starting to adjust. A nice patience by Sam Timmins, and the double figures with points now.
Timmins with the mismatch on Liafa. He wants it back. He'll drive. He'll stumble. He'll find Harris. 10 to shoot. Here's Bruce. Back to Hiram Harris. Tied up by Keelan Boone.
Well, it can't be a travel. I think that's going to be a jump ball because two players had hands on the position.
Either way, it's going to be Sharks ball.
Jump ball is called. Excellent activity by the Sharks. How many rotations out of this? And Boone gets into it the last second. He's been quick with those hands a couple of times, and quick again brings the possession back to the Orange Army.
Just in case you're wondering why there is no actual jump ball, they have a possession arrow now. Just speeds the game up a little bit. It alternates throughout the game.
Charge. Second personal foul on Josiah Alec.
Wiped away. That won't count. Josiah Alec called for the charge. Hiram Harris with the defense.
And a lot of guys good at taking charges, but maybe nobody better than Hiram Harris. Gets those feet outside, sets the feet just barely.
Not only did he set the feet, he raised the heels. He thought he was just above the defensive charge circle. You can have your heels over it, just can't have them touching.
And now that's the fourth Shark with at least 2 fouls. Boone, Alec, and Asbury 2 apiece. Cooper with 3. Just Muzinski with 3 and Harris with 2 for the Saints.
Liafa.
Oh.
Big offensive foul by Hiram Harris. Sits Caleb Asbury down.
You're late to the spot.
Just,
you got to get there.
that's one sometimes you get away with. Let's see, is he moving after this handoff? Does he rotate out of it? I mean, Caleb Asbury sells that. I don't really think that's a foul, but Hiram Harris didn't come to a stop. He's still moving forward. Asbury recognizes it and understands that if he's going to hit me and I come off this, I'm going to get the whistle. Heads up play by the PG.
Third foul on Hiram Harris, third team foul.
And now
Three team fouls rather on the Saints.
Harris and Muzinski with 3 apiece. The only bigs really for this Saints team. If I'm the Sharks, I'm attacking the post right now.
Liafa hedging on Alec, he knew that as well. Smart. Alec comes back to him. Hiram Harris muscles up. Inga back to Alec. And then that's just easy. That is exactly what the Sharks needed to do.
If I'm the Saints, I might go to a zone right now. I can't let Harris and Natai just get attacked in the post possession after possession.
Critical juncture for the Saints here as Marshall finding Natai. Right hand is good. Usually a lefty, Jordan Natai. Adept with the right in the paint.
He might be better with the right hand floater. Good kick ahead by Asbury.
Now they've got a Timmins going at Harris. Double coming over. Tied up! Oh my goodness, what a defensive play from the defensive player of the year.
I mean, that is playing with fire. 3 fouls, goes for the reach. All ball, knocks it off of Timmins. Fantastic effort. If I'm the Sharks, I'm keeping on going to the hole.
We're back the other way. Here's Harris dropping off to Natai. Gets the bucket, puts it in.
Quick attack by the Saints. Catches us in the replay, but Natai moving without the basketball gets the finish.
Timmins up high. Braden Inga off that screen.
Oh, no.
That came off Braden Inga right in front of us.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty obvious. Off Braden Inga's leg there. Sean Bruce has something to say to Coach Yim.
Sean Bruce has got a smile. Jonathan Yim is like, I won't repeat what he said, actually.
Fellas, ball still with me.
As a player, I was always waiting for a coach to talk to me.
Caleb Asbury says, don't worry, don't get into it.
There we go. Take this away, Dave. Take this away.
This is great. We've got front row seats to this. Hope you're enjoying it on Sky Sports, Sky Open, and to our international viewers. There's a foul on the floor before the shot.
The Sharks wanted that one to count. They thought the contact came and he kept going. But that is not going to count. Ball back to the sideline as Sean Bruce picks up his second personal foul. Alec and Hiram Harris having a chin wag. Everybody's getting to go sub in, but it's too late.
There's so much obviously riding on this game. The intensity between these two players, these two teams, is ratcheting up with every minute that passes here.
Harris gets a break, but Muzinski with his 3 fouls back in. Now it's Jordan Natai on Josiah Alec down low.
Natai, strong defender. He matches up pretty well with Alec. Timmins with a big screen. Muzinski back out there. And then a turnover.
Tremendous communication defensively by Jordan Natai and Nick Muzinski there. Timmins sets that screen, and that worked, I think, on the first possession of the game. Got Alec a bucket. But Muzinski and Natai, they get the chat, get the switch. Alec can't get that inside post, and everywhere else locked in. Picks up the turnover, number 8 for the Sharks. Their third this quarter after just 4 at halftime. Or, sorry, 4 in the 5 at halftime.
They usually average about 1,000 turnovers in the postseason, so it's pretty good going for the Sharks. Liafa's hit on the 3. Caleb Asbury will pick up the personal foul.
Well, he's adamant he didn't touch it.
And that is his third. So Liafa goes to shoot 3 from the Chemist Warehouse line. That is the 3rd foul on Asbury. He'll have to sit.
We'll take a look at it. Does he get in the arm? Nice little step back there by, and then gets the hand. Smacks the hand. You can't do that. He wants to argue that one, but that's an easy whistle right in front of the official. Liafa to the line for 3, hits the first.
Mikey.
And the Saints starting to separate just a bit now. And the Sharks, they're getting involved in other aspects of the game, need to focus back on their execution and their defense.
Liafa makes the second.
It doesn't matter. You have to keep your head. Keep your head.
And Jonathan Yim at the moment just telling Caleb Asbury to keep his head.
He kicked out his leg.
Wasn't that going the other way around about 2 possessions ago?
Absolutely was.
But that's finals basketball. Everyone is so emotionally charged up. It does not take much to get you out of that zone.
Who has the poise? 2:30 to go on the 3rd. Jakar Cooper has it poked away. And it's another turnover. It's unraveling here on the third for the Sharks.
That's interesting, because Cooper never actually went across. And he reached over to get it.
No, he did. He went over.
Oh, there it is. The foot's there. Good, great job there. Isaiah Liafa understanding that the Sharks' only real ball handler is out of the game right now. Look for the Saints to really lift the pressure on anybody bringing the ball down the court.
They don't have a true one. You're right, Casey. Asbury, more a combo guard. And the Saints have the luxury of having Sean Bruce and Isaiah Liafa need to get a shot up. Muzinski can't get it, but who's on the grind for the rebound? It's Josiah Alec. Hounded by Nick Marshall.
Probably a foul somewhere in there. Whistle doesn't blow, though.
Who's going to run the point here? Is it Boone? Who's going to create? Timmins with the offensive foul on Ngatai. And the screen, he wants the flop.
No flop there. He's trying to cut through, and he takes out Jordan Ngatai. He set the good screening position, but when Ngatai goes underneath, look at this cut here. He cuts through, never stops, drops that shoulder. I don't know. You know, I think if he just doesn't turn that shoulder, probably doesn't get the whistle, but he did, and now we're going the other way.
We just got a stoppage here. Referee, hardcore referee, just wants to check with the score bench about, I believe, the shot clock.
I'm not sure if it's the shot clock or making sure that's not free throws either way. Saints ball on the sideline, just waiting for somebody to come inbound.
They just didn't start the shot clock in time. They've taken 3 off it. It's at 20 now. 1:55 to go on the third. 7-point lead for the Saints. It's their biggest lead of the game, matching one in the first quarter.
And it's all about Asbury on the bench right now. How the Sharks have to find a way to execute without him in the game.
Bruce dancing with Timmins, sticks another 3. Sean Bruce loving it.
They were 3 for 20 at halftime. They have hit 2 out of 3 here in the third.
To Carr Cooper. Oh, that's pretty.
Man, he's been big today.
Whanare boys to Rotorua boys. And on the hardwood of Wellington right now in the grand final.
We need the North cheering for him from up there, but the Sharks fans pretty happy to have him on the squad down here.
10 points for him. Liafa operating with Muzinski. Fires it to Marshall. Boone closes in on hard. Puts it off the glass. And he's fouled. Nick Marshall.
For most of that defensive possession, tremendous by Boone. The way he was able to switch his feet, switch his base, and still stay in front of Marshall, but it's the late contest that ends up getting whistled. He's got such great length to close. It's that slaps him. And that's his 3rd personal foul.
That's him, Cooper, and Asbury with 3. Harris has 3, and Muzinski have 3 for the Saints.
I'm kind of amazed Coach Lim has left Asbury on the bench this long in the third. I know he wants him to get back under control emotionally, but there it is. Caleb Asbury checks right into the game as I start mentioning that. He is back and ready to go. But he'll only get in if there's a make here. And that'll make it a 10-point deficit for this Shark squad.
Marshall missed the second. Keelan Boone matched up with Ngatai, coming up 60 seconds to go in the third. Boone getting some great attention. No Asbury just yet. He's got a sub in on the make. Alec, the 7 to shoot. Sees a double. To Carr Cooper. Don't hold. Back of the iron, and it falls to the Sharks. Boom. Can't get that 3 to go.
Sharks are rushed right now. They don't feel comfortable. The defense of the Saints have taken them out of their rhythm.
Liafa. Oh, my. Bruce
will do it again.
One shot.
Sean Bruce just doing a little bit of a heat check.
Alec with rebound number 7. He's got 13 points.
Just a 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock here in the third.
9 is the Saints lead. He's got the mismatch as Josiah Alec. He goes down. Timmins gets the little floater. Sam Timmins having another great final. He's got 13. Saints, midcourt, Liafa. That's it for the third quarter. The Saints with a big one. They lead by 7. 10 minutes to go in the grand final.
And we've got Taylor Johnson with Nick Marshall right now.
Nick, this is the biggest lead of the game the Saints have had. You have outscored them tremendously in the third. What was the difference?
We're just playing defense. Defense came up with the rebounds and we got out and ran. That's all it is.
Offensively, what's the play? What is working for you?
We're just moving the ball through hands, getting in the paint, kicking it out, and playing in transition.
Last 10 minutes of your season, how's the excitement levels?
I mean, job's not done. We got to keep going for 10 more minutes. Keep getting stops, keep playing basketball.
All the best.
Thank you.
It is the Saints with the lead at 67 points to 60, looking for their 13th title. Will they do it? Will the Sharks disrupt? Find out after this.
Welcome back to TSB Arena, grand final. 10 minutes to go. Aaron Young, coach of the Saints. Aaron, what did you tell your team at three-quarter time?
Finish plays. Again, next rebounds. 4 Sharks in foul trouble right now. Is there any thought for you to attack them defensively to try and force them out of the game? A couple players with 3 fouls.
I think we got to do it organically. If we try and, hunt matchups, it might make us stagnant. So we got to, do it in the wash.
Thanks and good luck, coach.
Thank you.
Mazinski. Oh, what a rebound. Harris from the weak side on the reverse.
Just the 5th offensive rebound of the game for the Wellington Saints. And it comes at a huge time just when the Sharks are trying to find a way to get back into things. Hiram Harris does it again.
Biggest lead of the game was 10 for the Saints. Poked away by Hiram Harris. Lead is 9.
Hiram Harris with a double-double now. 14 points, 11 rebounds. Joins Sam Timmons, 13 and 11.
It's the Saints who smell blood in the water. 5 Sharks turnovers in that third quarter.
The Sharks have to find a way to play with reckless abandon despite their foul trouble. They need to find a way to pick up that work rate and really get something going on the momentum side.
Boone, Asprey, chased off the three-point line, fires it to Inga. Great play from the Sharks. Mazinski with a big rebound. Boone dicing with danger right there.
Dangerous was right. Great rebound by Mazinski. And now the Saints back on the offensive side. Where do they go for this attack?
Oh, great head fake. Marshall with the floater. Nick Marshall's got 14.
He has been clinical in attacking closeouts today. They're so concerned about his three-point shot. It's opened up some driving range for him.
Asprey steps back. Back of the iron. Great work from Bruce. Asprey saved it. He goes crashing into our audio gear. I hope he's okay.
He's not.
He's not a hundy at all.
He came down.
Absolutely crushed it. He is all over the gear. And there's a tough landing for Caleb Asprey. Jose Leafa came over to help him out. Look at this.
Well,
that is tough.
Just falls right into it.
Let's go, fellas. We got 2.
Hope you guys know what was plugged in where.
And I actually missed the play after that, but it looks like Jordan Natai off to the line where Inga gets the foul.
Caleb Asprey, that's the second tough fall that he's taken in this game. Jordan Natai at the line.
Sharks have to you see him over there huddling. They need to come back together. They have to find a way to wrestle momentum away from the Saints. The crowd's against them. The pace of play right now is against them. Foul trouble's against them. But this Sharks team all season long has come back when you least expected it. Do they have one more run left in them?
Nartai gets the roll on the second. Lead is 12 now.
How about the Saints team? They've got 6 players who scored, 5 of them in double figures, and Muzinski with 9.
Ashbury tried to fire it to Alec. That came off Josiah Alec's hands.
Now that went off Muzinski up high.
Yeah, and then Muzinski got a touch to it, so it stays with the Sharks.
I mentioned the Saints. 6 players scored, 5 in double figures. Same for the Sharks. This is just balance between both squads right now.
Alec,
good call.
Defense.
Foul called.
And just right at the end, reach in there from Nartai.
I think it's key for the Sharks to continue to go inside. You see how Nartai comes across the body. Yes, they want to get back to the three-point line, but the iron has been unkind to them since halftime. At halftime, they had made 6 out of 19. Well, since they've come out, they're only 1 for the next 8.
Ashbury looking for Timmins, up high. Timmins in all sorts of trouble. Saints defense all over the Sharks, and Timmins settled for the jumper. Had no options.
The first quarter, Sharks were 5 for 13 from 3. Since then, they are 2 for 14.
Harris and Bruce leave it behind. Leofa tracks it down. Nartai. Muzinski up high, looking for motion. Sees the cutter. Backdoor pass. Oh, what a block! Keelan Boone pinned it on the backboard. His home. Harris gets body checked at midcourt. Timmins goes down. We got a foul underneath. Jordan Nartai is called for it.
Bodies are flying everywhere.
Unsportsmanlike on Jordan Nartai.
Oh my, unsportsmanlike. That could change the complexion of the game. Beautiful block by Keelan Boone, and could this be the moment that brings the Sharks back into things? And there it's just, you sit out.
He's in front and you come through.
Not unsportsmanlike, just a regular foul.
It's just a regular foul. It wasn't above their head, my apologies. As Nick Marshall collects Josiah Alec in the face.
Asbury's going to get 3 shots here.
It's tough. It's tough for the Saints.
Well, it's exactly what the Sharks need.
There was the unsportsmanlike yelled out, and then I saw the wrist being grabbed, but it wasn't above the head from the referee.
Just a grab on the arm.
Just a normal foul in a grand final.
And now it's Asbury off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He was 4 for 5 today, but misses that one. 4 for 6.
Caleb Asbury, he's been all over the floor this afternoon in Wellington. Makes the second. Asbury moves to 12 points, 3 for 11 from the floor. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, just 1 turnover.
Asbury 3 for 11. Keelan Boone 4 for 15. Their 2 most important scorers combined, 7 for 26 from the field. And 9 free throw attempts between them, 8 of those by Asbury.
Hand's got to come off.
Burton on the reach in. That'll be team foul number 2 for the Sharks. Saints have 3. 7:20 to go in the season.
You look at those, I mentioned those efficiencies between Boone and Asbury. That means the Saints, that's where they're concentrating. Do the Sharks have another where to go offensively, like the Saints going to Hiram Harris at the cup?
Beautiful play. Muzinski up high, the cut from Harris, the big finds the big. Alec in the corner, going at Muzinski. Ah, tough finish. Josiah Alec knew Muzinski was in foul trouble. He did an okay job. Just a great finish from a great athlete.
And the recognition from Timmins to get it there quickly so he can play in the one-on-one situation.
Muzinski, Harris on the baseline. He's tied up. Hiram Harris will go to the line to shoot too.
That is a great use of the eyebrows. Gets everybody up. The head fake. pops it up. Hiram Harris says, see you guys later. There's the foul from behind. Everybody lands on him. Doesn't get a shot up, but he does get a trip to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Josiah Allen picking up foul number 3.
Hiram Harris hasn't won a Sal's NBL title in his illustrious career. Hiram Harris, Tall Blacks player. He has been integral for the Saints push with his defense. He's all hustle and heart, is Hiram Harris.
Just the heartbeat, the engine, the straw that stirs the drink, whatever you want to call it for this Saints squad. He has been it all season long.
'77 plays 64. Hiram Harris moves to 18, the game's leading scorer. Here's Asprey in the key, gives it to the big. Timmins on Mazinski. The alpha comes across, reaches in. 2 shots coming up for Sam Timmins.
And plenty of time left in the game to continue to work that low post. Leafa picks up the foul. He disagrees, but the whistle is blown. That's his second personal now. It's Timmins to the line. Leafa with the whip.
Leafa has a point.
With the whip. That is why he's a bit confused. The swing and the miss.
Sometimes when it looks like a foul, it will be called as a foul.
Points the difference. Can he make it 11?
Rattles in the second. 6:30 to go in the grand final.
Well, there's 2 things I'm looking for from the Sharks. I got to get some offensive rebounds, and I have to force some turnovers. They're in the zone, so passive defense right now to start.
Mazinski. Long 2. Boom. The lead to single digits.
Big shot, change of direction there, really creating some space on Marshall, and Boone always ready to get hot.
Leafa with the runner, can't get the roll.
2 quick shots. Aaron Young wants a timeout. He doesn't like the offense.
Cooper, Timmins, another bucket. Timeout Saints. Here come the Sharks.
And it didn't take much to swing that seesaw back to him. A little bit of momentum, a couple of quick shots by the Saints, and better attacks by the Sharks. I mentioned they hadn't barely shot a 3 since that first quarter. 5 made 3s in this first quarter. Well, that is their 3rd since, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time for the Shark squad.
Back into the middle. They've done a good job playing through you, Moose, so keep playing that. High post flash, keep getting that cut, and we've got to do a better job of picking that one up when the shot goes up. Stay on the glass, all right? Don't let them break out. Let Asprey get those wide open lanes to drive. Stay together here. All about finish, all about our finish. Hey, get our matchups. We are white, cold, with Moose on Timmins. White, cold. Just like they did, I want that activity go after the ball, and we got to rotate on the street. There we go now. Saints on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Aaron Young has that squad locked in, but what a response from the Sharks. Still plenty of time left, less than 6 minutes to go, but just 6 points the difference. The Sharks now starting on the defensive end, and we've got Nick Bewley to share with us what Jonathan Lim had in the timeout.
Yeah, Coach Yim just posed a simple question to his squad. Do you believe? A collective yes was the answer. That was the run they were looking for. They just want more of the same, guys.
Sometimes it's just not X's and O's. It's about a want, a desire.
It's good to have the skill, but you got to have that will.
Nartai gets the roll! Big hit from Jordan Nartai.
Knocks that one down. The difference was just 6, and then Jordan Nartai has a C9 triple find its way into the net.
Oh, great find. Alec in the corner. Horan collects it. Harris with another board.
Actually had a fast break opportunity. They would have kicked it up to Marshall. Instead, the Saints back into the half court where the Sharks have found some success lately.
Leafa up high. Happy to grind this one out now are the Saints.
I don't like this from the Saints. I'd want them to be quicker. Too passive in this possession for my liking.
Harris attacking Alec on the baseline. He stepped out. Turnover Saints.
And the Saints found that lead because they were pushing. They were playing with speed. They were playing with aggression. 5 minutes left. Yes, they're up 9, but they cannot lose that mindset. That is what allows the Sharks defense to start to become more effective.
Asbury. Liafa on him. Boone gets Natai up in the air. Strokes for 3. Keelan Boone answers with a 3 of his own. Lead is 6 for Wellington.
Solid D, but beautiful footwork. Excellent awareness. And Boone getting hot here in the 4th.
Hiram Harris attacking the chest of Alec. Great defense from Josiah Alec. Marshall gets it back. Asprey right up on him. Tucks it under his wing. Gets his own rebound. He can't. Asprey has it. Boone to his left. Saints hustle back.
No numbers. Saints could have trapped, but instead they go one-on-one. Back to Boone. Get that shot up, son.
Tukai Cooper puts it up. Hiram Harris tries to get the rebound, and he manages it with Nick Mazinski there to help out. Timmons lucky not to be called a foul.
Don't look for those fouls. Those ones are gone. Put those whistles away, ref. Let these boys play for it.
That is a collar tackle from Caleb Asprey. Foul number 4 on Caleb Asprey. Team foul number 4. Make it team foul. Yeah, number 4 on the Sharks. Yim is a proper leg.
Personal number 4 on Asbury, and not a good one. I mean, fouls him twice. Nothing to argue about there. And just really silly when you've got 3 fouls. Now he has to be ultra careful the rest of the way. If he's out, the Sharks' chances go with him.
Saints team foul also at 4. 3:36 to go. Mazinski up high. Liafa tied up by Asprey. Here he goes. Caleb Asprey puts it up and in. Lead is back to 4 for the Saints.
These boys are on that razor's edge. 4 fouls, it matters not. I'll get the steal, I'll get the finish.
Liafa. It just hasn't fallen for him, but it's Nick Marshall with the rebound, and Jordan Natai with a dagger.
Nick Marshall, offensive rebound, beats 3 orange jerseys to it, and Jordan Natai with his 2nd triple of the 4th.
Here's Boone. Finds Timmons. It's Tukaha Cooper. Nothing but net from the young man.
Keep responding. The Southland Sharks. Fantastic offense, moving that around, using the Saints' aggressiveness against them. Still just a 4-point difference. The Saints have to find a way to execute again.
To shoot. Saints bench counting it down for Marshall. Goes at Alec. Fires it out. Natai again. Who wants it? Nick Marshall does. Who else?
Nick Marshall, 2 offensive rebounds in a row. That could define this game.
Has Timmons on him. Gets by him easily. Pull up. Sticks it. Nick Marshall leaves it up there for them to check it.
Nick Marshall coming up with the 2 biggest offensive rebounds of the year, and then just slicing and dicing Timmons for the finish.
Here's Cooper again. Tied up. 2 shots coming for Tukaha Cooper. And that's on Nick Marshall.
Nick Marshall picks up the foul, and that is going to be his 2nd. Pretty good D. Tried to be straight up, but a little bit too much float to not get the whistle.
Nick Marshall has 10 rebounds in this game, second only to Hiram Harris on his team. Sam Timmons has 11. Nick Marshall, one of the great rebounding guards this league's seen, averages 7.5 as a wing.
And those are man's rebounds to finish. Those last 2 offensive rebounds.
They're not rebounds off the heel of the iron out in like 2-point land.
They're not magnets. It's not just coming to you and finding you.
Cooper misses it, gets his own rebound. Boom! Offensive foul! Tukaha Cooper called for it.
Oh my! Tukaha Cooper comes up with the board, sets a perfect screen. Turns out to be a foul. That's his fourth personal. And that would have been a two-point ball game. Here it is. Oh, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's a foul. He's not set. He set a screen. That's tough for the Southland Sharks to take. They need a stop. Saints lead is 5. Marshall, he's been big down the stretch. Liafa puts it up over Boone's outstretched arm. Hiram Harris again. Can't get it. Inga has it. Asprey with the ball. Fires it to Alec. Kick out. Find that man.
Great tip by Natai.
It stays with the Sharks. 14 seconds. 80 seconds to go in the season.
Jordan Natai all by himself out there. Had to guard 2 people. And he gets a hand in to deflect that. If I'm Boone, I'm letting that one fly. He has been on fire here in the fourth quarter.
85-80. This is exactly how we thought it would go. 2 teams on a winning streak. 9 for the Sharks, 8 for the Saints. Earn the right to have the home floor advantage, a rare thing in the NZNBL history. The crowd rising to their feet, finding their voice. With just over a minute to go in the season, Asprey steps back, puts it up over Natai. Mizitsky with the rebound.
Well, the Saints had that double away sniffed out. Asbury decides to go on his own. Sharks have to have a stop.
You can feel the tension. TSB Arena looking for their 13th title. It's Marshall with 5. Kicks it to Hiram Harris. 3 ball. Marshall again with another rebound. Hiram Harris with 8. 6 to go. Needs to find something. Needs to put it up. Liafa puts down Cooper. Almost backed it in. It's Asprey with the ball. 25 seconds to go. Sharks cross half court. Boom! Finding Tukaha Cooper. Puts it behind his head. Tries to find Inga. Hit one in the first half. Left it right. They feel like that might be it. Isaiah Liafa knows that's it. He wants it. He might just get it.
.4 left, but the game's not over yet. Isaiah Liafa needs to knock down at least one of these to make it a 2-possession game with 3 threes or 2 threes difference. And if he knocks them both down, then we're talking 3 possessions, making it nearly impossible. Sharks have their timeouts left. The crowd is pumped though.
Offensively, it just hasn't been a night, hasn't been a postseason for Isaiah Liafa. He's been struggling with shooting form, but he has done everything else asked by his head coach, Aaron Young. This is his 4th grand final in a row, Coach Aaron Young. He's left 3 on the table with the Tuatara. He headed south as the ball squirts out of bounds. 2 bodies on the floor. It's Alec and Hiram Harris. Who else would it be? And Coach Yim, his first season as a professional head coach, with a bit of time left. What do they have up their sleeves? 9.4 to go.
9 seconds to go, down 6. Need something quick. They've got Boone, who's been shooting the heck out of the ball here late. Tukaha Cooper, he's found the range. Those are the 2 guys you're looking for. It has to be in the first 2 or 3 seconds. And then they have to get a quick foul. Tukaha Cooper fouled out. His day is done.
What a tremendous contribution he's had, especially down the stretch here. He's found his form in this 9-game winning streak. They just found their mojo. They came storming into the postseason. No one had them in the postseason except the Sharks faithful. Hiram Harris and the Wellington Saints, they've always got a target on their back. Use that QR code to vote for your game MVP. And with 9.4 to go, it's a 2-possession game for the Sharks.
Well, you know there's going to be some doubles away. I'm most likely looking for a little misdirection with Boone so somebody else gets open if I'm Coach Yim. They all know. No timeouts to worry about right now. It's all about defense for the Saints. The Sharks with one chance to keep themselves in it.
We're just waiting for the camera. Just waiting for the camera.
Sharks. Keelan Boone whispering sweet nothings into Jordan Nartai's ear. He's heard it all before. Eager to get us going. Fires it across to Alec. Boone tries to get free. He does. Pulls the trigger. Knocks down that three. Huge hit from Keelan Boone.
No timeout from the Saints. Now timeout from the Saints. Player timeout called.
30-second player timeout. Ball advanced to the front court as Boone gets the clean look.
Did he get fouled? That's the question. There was afterwards, he got hit afterwards as well. Doesn't get that one, but oh my goodness, Keelan Boone.
What are you doing this time out here, Casey, out of this one?
Well, for the Saints, it's all about getting the ball in bounds. I'm a little bit surprised they went in the front court because you have so much more space to work with, but you want to get the ball into Nick Marshall or Jordan Nartai. Because the foul's going to come immediately. Get it to the two guys who you know, who you trust to shoot these free throws and make them.
Yeah, you're right. They've shrunk the floor here. They're going to hope they have to get fouled, but they will gamble with the Sharks, most definitely. Lazinski, and he is fouled.
And that's who you want to foul. Josiah Alec picks up his fourth, but they send Hiram Harris to the line. While he is a solid free throw shooter, 3 for 4 today, shooting 75%. On the season, he's there in the 60s, so the miss is a possibility.
Sharks have their BNZ player timeout available. Hiram Harris, 2 big foul shots.
All he needs is one.
Just to push it to that 2-possession game.
Just to get a little bit of breathing space.
Nothing but net. Hiram Harris looking for his first title.
Ice, water.
5 on the game clock.
Box out, here we go.
Timeout, Southland. A season on the brink for the Sharks. The Saints, 5 seconds from a season-long destiny. They haven't been here since 2021. They have an outrageous record in the Sal's NBL. 12 title banners hang from this roof.
Well, the Sharks, it's miracle time. Miracles do happen. Can we find one here today? 5 points, 5 seconds. Stranger things have happened, but not many.
Someone who'll be looking down upon this game and loving it will be Kevin Braswell. Former coach, former player. Won titles as player and coach for both these teams. And both these teams, these organizations dearly miss Kevin Braswell.
Deep ties with Kevin Braswell. The Sharks still have that band to memorize him, and certainly Jordan knows, among others in this Saints franchise, have had deep ties with him. What a fitting tribute to his memory, this matchup between his two former clubs today.
I really hope moving forward these two teams come together and play for a Kevin Braswell KB Cup, plate, trophy, whatever it is. Something on a season-by-season basis. These two teams traded grand finals through the 2010s. They shared 9 of the 10 titles from 2010 to 2019. Punctuated by a Pirates victory in 2012. It will be Josiah Alec. 5 seconds. What do they have out of this timeout? Boone comes to the ball. They can't find it. They have to find Timmons. Finds Alec. 3 ball. That'll do it. The Saints march to their 13th title. The Southland NBL goes through Wellington again. and the Wellington Saints taste victory for the 13th time, the first time for that man on your screen. And what a worthy adversary the Southland Sharks were. They came so close to pulling off one of the great finals runs, but they fell 5 points short here at TSB Arena in Wellington.
I've said it a bunch of times tonight, but if you want to be a champion, it's not just about the skill, it is a bit about that will. And the Saints had that will today, and that's why they get the thrill of lifting up the title. And we've got Nick Bewley with Jordan Natai right now.
Thank you, Casey. Jordan Natai, you're a 4-time NZNBL champion. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty special. I mean, we all fought hard for this game. It was never going to be an easy one. Honestly, shout out to Southland. They're a really tough team. But I want to take a shout out to the Braswell family. Like, Kevin Braswell was a big part of both of these two organizations. And I know that he's watching now, watching a hell of a game, man. I think he's going to be proud, and I hope the Braswell family are proud, and we're just sending our love to them.
Fuck him up! Talk us through your mindset, particularly in that second half. Came up big with a couple of huge threes. Is that just a testament to your work?
Yes, but I think it's also a testament to this group. Like, we never made the moment bigger than what it was. We stayed composed. We knew things were going to work. It was just we didn't know when. And we stuck with it, and obviously it all paid off.
Go enjoy it with your team. Jordan Natai, congratulations.
Thank you so much, bro.
And this is your play of the game, Jordan Natai with a massive dagger down the stretch with over 3 minutes to go. But a timely hit for the Saints.
Came after that Nick Marshall offensive rebound, and that was it. Marshall gets the rebound, Natai gets the finish. And just like Jordan Natai mentioned, it's not just about the finish, it's about what creates it. This Saints team has been focused on this title for quite a long time. Finally get over the top, and a plethora of performances in the final. 7 players touch the court, 5 of them with double figures. Muzinski just misses with 9 points. Fantastic efforts, and that man, 4th straight year in the championship game. 4th time's the charm. He finally gets that elusive first NBL title.
You won't meet a nicer guy than Aaron Young, but those 3 grand final losses start to really add up. He moves south from the Tuatara to chase the title here. The Wellington Saints, they have been a standard bearer throughout the history of the Sal's NBL. 21st final, 13th title.
And there's the Sharks having a moment. Came so close to that championship. And now they have to sit here in it. But we've got Nick Bewley. Who do you have, Nick?
Casey, I'm here with Nick Marshall, all heart, all hustle. I want to ask about those offensive rebounds in particular, man. What is it that motivates you to crash those boards?
Man, I just want to win, man. I just got to find a way, go grab that ball and just find a way.
Talk us through the mindset as a collective in that second half. You're up by 13. They came roaring back into it in the 4th. What did it take for this team?
Man, we just got stops. We had to find a way. They kept making runs. Just got stops, got out, got those O boards, and yeah, made it happen.
What about this crowd getting into it late? They're your 6-man, weren't they?
Yeah, they were amazing. All year they were amazing, and you hear it. It's amazing.
Congratulations. Enjoy this with your team.
Thank you.
Nick Marshall and the Wellington Saints enjoying the love from the crowd at TSB Arena. Will take a break in Wellington. We'll come back with a trophy presentation.
lived up to the hype, and a big thank you to all the friends and fans who travelled near and far, and particularly those who joined us at home. Your contribution to this league is immeasurable. I now welcome the NBL, our Commission Chairperson, Tracy Garland, to say a few words.
Thanks, Taylor. How about that final? What a great way to finish the Sal's 2025 NBL season. We couldn't have got a better game. Huge congratulations to the Saints. What a game. You guys are top of the table to finish the season and came away with the trophy. But I want to say to the Southland team, incredible game, you guys. What an amazing run. And can I just say a huge shout out to the Southland, the Orange Army, who came all the way to cheer their team. This is what the game's all about, guys. It could have gone either way right down to the wire, so I cannot believe how good that game was, and it's just as a tribute to how great this season has been. We're so proud of the way the NBL has come along and it's grown from strength to strength. Viewership is up. We basically have got 244 games were broadcast live, which was 119 Rapid League games, 125 NBL games, which is just, if you went back 6 years, you wouldn't have believed that this was possible. I want to give a massive shout out to Jordan Mills. Where's Jordan? And the Saints community. They couldn't have put on a better grand final game day. It's just incredible. Tickets sold out in 35 hours, and the fans here tonight, honestly, you guys are amazing. So give yourselves a big shout of applause. Now, I have to thank a whole lot of people because basically we're in a situation where it takes a village to raise a league, and we have so many people that help to make this possible, and I don't want to forget any, so I'm going to read it if that's okay. We want to say thanks to our partners, which we simply couldn't do it without. We've got Sal's Authentic New York Pizza. Thank you, Andrew, Nick, and James. GJ Gardner Homes, Grant and Ali, your support is world class. And tonight we've got Bruce here with his wife, Karen. And we've got Ollie, Mike, Lou, and Taryn. Thank you so much. Sky Sport and Sky Broadband. Sky, we couldn't do it without you. Your production crews, everybody give Sky a massive applause because honestly, they're beaming it in to the homes of people that can't be here tonight. And Sophie Maloney and Keith Binney, your support has really elevated our game. And Keith, I think I owe you a beer or two for all the work you've done over the last few months with the leagues. I want to also thank Chemist Warehouse, BNZ, Bartercard, New Balance, Sterling Sports, R-Line and Moulton. Thank you for backing basketball in Aotearoa. Thanks, everybody. I also want to thank the people behind the scenes that really make this possible. So a massive thanks to Ken Colson and his referees team. The referees, we love them, we hate them, but we can't do it without them. So massive thanks to the refs. Also want to thank Sharon Irwood and her stats crew. That's what gets some of our boys those numbers to get over to colleges in the States, which is always appreciated. Our score benches are incredible. The league and BNZ staff and my fellow leagues commission members. I want to do a massive shout out to Marie Taylor, who is probably hiding at this point. Marie? Where's Marie? Marie Taylor, honestly, makes everything possible, and I want to have a huge round of applause because she's the machine behind the leagues that really gets things humming. Thanks, Marie. I also want to thank again the Sky production crew, but especially the commentary team, Casey and Andrew, the things that you guys do, much appreciated. And we've got our up-and-coming Lindsay and likes of Lindsay and Maya who are really bringing things forward. Incredible. To our fans, whether you're watching courtside or watching from home, we can't do this league without you, and we really, really appreciate it. So everybody at home and everybody here tonight, thank you so much. We'll do it all again next year, and there's lots of exciting innovations and things mixing it up, so watch this space for the 2026 season. But if you find that you're getting a little bit missing your regular fix of basketball, look out for the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa League, which kicks off last weekend in September. So support our elite ladies in their basketball and really keep this buzz going. Thank you, everybody. Safe travels home.
Thank you, Tracy. I'll get you to stay put because you are presenting the medals to the game officials. So I'd like to invite them up now. Crew Chief Callum Welsh, who was also the back-to-back referee of the year, umpire Brad Clive, and also Mikey Graham. Thank you for your contribution. Round of applause for our match officials, please. Thank you to them and everyone who contributed throughout the season. As you heard, over 200 games, plenty of basketball. I'd now like to invite up the Sal's Authentic New York Pizza General Manager, Andrew Turner, to say a few words before we announce the MVP.
Thank you so much. I'm not sure about you, but I hope your nerves are doing better than mine. What a great game, guys. I just want to congratulate the Sharks as well as the Saints. Awesome, fantastic game right down to the end. And yeah, great job to both teams. On behalf of Sal's Pizza, we just want to thank all the fans out there for supporting the Sal's NBL League. It's been a fantastic year, and to have a final like this has been so fitting. And we just want to thank the league as well. You just done a great job, what you've put on for everyone here tonight. So thanks so much, and thanks for supporting Sal's.
Thank you, Andrew. I'll get you to stay here to present the MVP of the grand finals with a stat line of 20 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, your defensive player of the year, and now grand final MVP, Hiram Harris. Congratulations, Hiram. Now, the Sal's NBL runner-up medals will be presented by Bruce Perry, GJ Gardner-Holmes, Hutt Valley franchise owner and presenting partner of Sal's NBL. So our runners-up are the Southland Sharks, and once again, a huge round of applause to them and shout out to the fans for making the big trip. Please come forward as I read your name. Alonzo Burton. 2025 Fan MVP, Josiah Alec. Caleb Asbury. Sam Timmons, Keelan Boone, Takaha Cooper, Braden Inga, Johnny Helu, Will Ledger, Dane Burdenshaw, Hayden Collier, Quake Webster, Riley Snow, Joseph Reethy, and Jack Ramage. Head coach, Jonathan Yim. Assistant coaches, John Old, Andrew Wheeler, Connor Cole, Ella Jones. Team manager, Daryl Greig. Team chaplain, Sean Old. Physio, Tim Price, and trainer, Joanna Leach. Your 2025 runners-up, the Southland Sharks. We now come to the ultimate prize, which will be presented by Sal's Authentic New York Pizza General Manager Andrew Turner. The Sal's NBL Grand Final medalists are the Wellington Saints. A big congratulations, the 13th title, the most out of any franchise. Please come forward as you hear your name. Isaiah Leafa, Nick Marshall, Jordan Natai, Hiram Harris, Nick Mazinski, Sean Bruce, Caslo Evans Jr., Sam Gold, Rangimaria Dougal-Mita, Luca Richards, Hassan Munir, Arthur Pilcher, Tyrell Cage Hickey, and Shay Illy. Head coach, Aaron Young. Assistant coaches, Chris Tupu and Jackson Stubbins. Physio, Lee Van Santos. Strength and conditioning, Pat Ho. Team manager, James Pearce, and another team manager, Phil Hartley. Just invite Hiram back to receive the trophy once everyone has got their medals. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Sal's NBL champions, the Wellington Saints! This now concludes the awards ceremony. Congratulations to both of today's finalists and to all those who have participated in the 2025 Sal's NBL Final 6. We can't wait to run it back again next season. Get home safely. We will see you then.
That concludes the presentation for the Wellington Saints, title number 13. And what a journey it has been for the Sal's NBL 2025 seasons. There's been ups and downs. We tipped off mid-March, and we conclude the season here near the end of July as Hiram Harris and Nick Marshall conspired to throw over the sports supplement drink over Coach Aaron Young, who might just be with Casey Frick, so look out, Case.
Aaron, it's been a long time between drinks, 3 trips, and now you're gonna get wet. Coach, congratulations, you deserve the bath. Just tell, I mean, it's been a long trip. 4 years in a row you've been in this game, you finally get, what's the feeling?
Man, I think for me, it's try not to think about that with this group. You know, this year was so special. These guys did it the right way from day one, and just so happy for them in terms of getting that reward and the end goal. They put in so much time and work, and they stayed connected through everything. And tonight was just a perfect example of, it wasn't perfect for us, but we hang together, and that was kind of the recipe for us.
And of course, a lot of emotions when you win a championship, but one player, one person I'm sure you want to think of at this point is Kevin Braswell. Had a lot to do with both squads. Thinking of him in all of this moment?
Absolutely. You know, he had so much impact on my coaching career. Just kind of, yeah, just gets me, man. Like, he had so much time for everyone. Like, he never put anyone on it high or low. He just respected everyone for who they were, and yeah, I miss that dude.
Looking at this team, I mean, a lot of turbulence through the season, guys in and out of the lineups, bringing guys in late. What enabled the Saints to find that form down the stretch, 9th game in a row to win this title, and really play your best basketball down the stretch when some other teams were fading?
Yeah, we had some moments through the season where we just dug deep and had some key wins. I think back to that last home win against the Rams. That was really a pivotal moment for us to get this home court. And we felt it tonight. It was unbelievable. That gave us that. They were the 6th man, and the energy that they gave our guys, that means so much to them. So unbelievable feeling when they're here as well, and we could celebrate it with them.
Congratulations, tasting your first one. Hope you're not too cold. Now let me find somebody else. Where's Hiram Harris? Where's that MVP at? Where's that MVP at? He's already out of here? He's already gone into the locker room? Some of the boys? They've shot up into the stands. There's Hiram Harris. He's over in the crowd. Come over this way, Hiram. Tell us about what it's like to finally taste that first title. Congratulations. What's it feel like?
Firstly, I want to give a massive shout out to KB.
He was a crucial part to both organizations. So just a special mention to KB. Our staff, we're not here without you guys, from Millie, Nick, all the way down to Jimmy, all our managers, all our physio, all our S&C, Doc, all of yous, we're not here without yous. And to my brothers, we did it, brothers, we did it.
All right, give me that mic back. You can't have it all day. Think back about your journey. I remember you as with the Rangers, coming along the trainings, just figuring things out, learning a little bit from the old boys, and now taking all this time to finally get to a title. What are you looking back? What are the special moments that finally got you here? No more mic, I hold it.
A special moment was winning it. I don't know. But we lost in 2020. I lost one in 2021, and I made sure I wasn't going to do that today. So congrats to me and the boys.
Fourth quarter, the Saints came down. That's when you played your strongest. The Sharks started to fade. You started to lift. What was the key down the stretch?
We just relied on what we've been doing all year, and we've been fighting all year. We've been in tough situations all year, and it's just nothing new to us. We've been tough all year, so it's good to get that one.
Drink deeply from the title. Congratulations.
Drink water.
Now, coming over this way, let's see who else is floating around. We've got, I think everybody's headed into the... Marty, come here, Marty. Mr. Saint. Didn't get a lot of playing time today, but you've been around the Saints for quite a long time. I mean, obviously, this organization is looking for a title for the last 4 years, finally get it today. What's this journey been like for you?
Yeah, this kind of feels more special than the first in a way. You know, my first year here was 2021, and obviously being a part of that team, winning the championship. And then the last 3 years, we've lost in the first round of the playoffs. Feeling that feeling, I actually feel so grateful and happy for the whole Saints organization, also Millie and the Mills family, because seeing the disappointment or seeing the standards here are so high and the expectation is winning. So the last 3 years, feeling that feeling of losing the first round of the playoffs, this feels so much sweeter, so yeah.
And been a lot of moments through the season where the Saints, mostly up, but a little bit down. When you look through this year, when was it that this squad knew that this was the unit, this was special, and you could get it done?
I mean, we knew that before we put the team together. We've obviously had some ups and downs along the way. A big game that stands out is losing at home to the Hawks earlier in the year. That was a big part of just to show us that we're human, and regardless of how good our roster is and how many talented players that we have, we're still beatable. So that was a big test for us, and we're such an optimistic group, seeing the positives and everything. So we're so grateful to be here.
Well, go enjoy the title, have some fun. I'm going to walk over this way. I've got somebody who's carrying a little bit of trophy. It's heavy, man. It's heavier than you know until you start picking that bad boy up. You've had a few of them. This is another one. Tell us what's special about this one tonight.
Oh, I mean, just the group that we had, we're real connective, and obviously Shilly going down mid-season kind of hurt us, but, he flew over for, just for this game, so that kind of shows the team and the fight that we bring together.
Thinking about your journey, I remember you coming to trainings as a 14-year-old. Your dad was still playing. You were shooting on the sideline. Then about 15, you're already in the time. You're actually swimming. How special is it to get a title with your hometown team, with the Saints team that you've been with since you were a teenager?
Yeah, special as well. I mean, words can't really describe, the feeling I'm feeling, and I'm just ready to get, drunk. So come on.
Well, I appreciate the time that you gave to us. I'll let you go get your libation on. Not too much, no. Appreciate the time. And I will send it back to Andrew Mulligan for everybody at home.
Well done, Casey Frank. Well done to the Saints. Congratulations. 88-83, Nick Mazinski, Nick Marshall, Coach Aaron Young. And they're just marveling at the history that is etched on the base of that trophy. Let's go to Taylor and Nick to start to wrap things up here at TSB Arena.
Wow, what a final. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. It could have gone anyway, but in the end, the Wellington Saints, with all the experience, 13th title, Nick. What do you put it down to? Because, I mean, for me, that third quarter was really what blitzed the Sharks.
Oh, 100%. The way they came out in that second half, down by 3, the energy, the effort. Hiram Harris is obviously the glue guy, at the heart of this team. He led from the front. Another double-double for him. But Nick Marshall, just incredible. Not the biggest guy, but just the willingness to crash those boards, create those second chances for the Wellington Saints in a game. It's a two-possession game. It's a possession game, as we always hear. And Nick Marshall came up huge for this Wellington team.
How about that fourth quarter from Jordan Nate? Because he started strong, and then we didn't really see much from him. He had some good defensive plays, but, man, he was on the bullseye.
He certainly was. And he's got that championship pedigree, of course. 3 titles, now 4. just the way he has that calmness about him. He knows what it takes, and big-time buckets from a big-time player, and that's what it takes in a team sport, isn't it? You don't know when you're going to get your moment, and Jordan Ngatai had his in the fourth, and he came up huge.
Can the Sharks still be proud of their season? I mean, they're gutted. We saw them with tears in their eyes. But, I mean, from where they were last year to where they are now, big turnaround.
Huge turnaround. Great recruitment in that trio of imports. Asbury coming back. Let's hope to see Keelan Boone and Josiah Alec back in this league as well. They've been fantastic. Coach Jonathan Yim. They can be super proud. It'll hurt right now. And look, they stuck around initially. They've gone back now, but they'll embrace the hurt of this one, and they'll use it as fuel for 2026.
I'm so stoked for Aaron Young to finally get a championship. It is his fourth time, but fourth time lucky. Andrew Mulligan and Casey Frank, let's go back to you for your final thoughts. And hey, nice shout out as well from Tracy, our dream team commentary duo.
Great work, Taylor. Great work, Nick, as well. And just special mention, just want to thank some people as well. There's a man to my right calling this game for as long as we have, Casey. What a moment it's been. You work so hard, you don't get the plaudits. You have about 8 words in your job description. You grind every day for this game.
Yeah, sure, but nobody wants to hear about that. Who cares? But no, look, it's all worthwhile when you get to see this come on the court. You get to see the joy and elation of the fans, of all the young kids out here. There's kids out here in the crowd today that we're hoping one day are going to be competing in this game, competing for their own titles, handing it down to the next generation, and that's what it's really about. That's what this league has been about for years. You know, I mentioned it, seeing Hiram come up as a young player, seeing Isaiah coming up as a young player and going out and being the difference in their own titles. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and on behalf of Taylor, Nick, Casey, Frank, we've done another one, Case. It's such a privilege to be able to do this job alongside yourself. Congratulations to Rob Douglas, who works tirelessly behind the scenes, our producer, Kingsley Hockey, our director, and all the Sky Sport crew. And special mention to Justin Nelson as well, no longer with us, taking the easy road and gone to the NBL in Australia, put his feet up in retirement there with the NBL. And on behalf of everyone involved in the production across the season.
Shout out to Phil Hartley, 21 years with the 25 years with the team. He just crossed screen.
And it has been another season. Can't wait for Tohi Basketbol Aotearoa and the South NBL 2026. It'll start just around the corner.